part of the team. So you were more that above for those Kagawa guys and other guys, no man, they went outside on buyer, they are into the team, though they are good players. But if you do that to make people feel say they are not important to the team, and to me, I'm not looking at Duamoye because Sadiana and the Adobe team say probably players won't be called on merit more. The people will ask questions when you present them. There be our can. I've been boniba team house today. It is a bet the shoe talking. There's a the Kakra. Be a what Jane say. Or do play an a national team name or Koba or Kotona easy. But next time, be no better contest and a same team Gramoko among Yadi in the tone of a coffin. So they should be very careful with the thing they are doing with the national teams, you know. But be a ho, Nanka Maya Nigeria blasters top for more. A under 17 more, under 20, under 23 more. To say, how buya chamber be a.
We need a crown of Goguna or Kanzo, 1 year, call me, Obukuyachu, with our 17 Afibio Bubu. Gogu is our 7 times them FIFA, the ABOU. Afibia, but we all move one qualifier. Messi or Messano.
We are say a team. Some tea. These are not the best players for Ghana. On merit, yes, here call up, but these are not the best players. But who want to become? So if that is how you be a national team, now me gradually get somebody can catch maybe somebody na me ejuma, but somebody me akoma tired transport. Some individual and be gram man sport and but that is the gospel truth. Or more many born ankasano. Even one KG and one tournament no bono. There are places or more conquest scouting. How can you tell me to walk Bono Fakye was walk of Bono Akwaye? So I was scouting the other day. Now man tell me table players go, Jimo players go, you've not been there. What are you talking about? If you want to make your national team to say more, Nancy Opashe, Yejimone, ye, Maman, players be about Ghana Premier League. Anyone would do so that should tell you that that is a hub for talent.
All your shows are from the so are they affected? We no see. To say could from performance on a year scouting, epic key players, but as you go fair and tournament. When you say for BB, no so need to be affected. Is there a new coach now? What to are more call Patemuna players?
Call up no, and no one should share any more appointment or with the coaches. Sit down, take and or do a critical analysis of the appointment of young coaches. No, so you be a what is a care to Kreku gospel truth. The appointment they do with our national teams. How on earth now catch them and say, or cancel Mengel and your head coach, not somebody an assistant. On what basis? That's one of fair Nakwana 20 near Namha or national team under 23. Is he the best brain Ghanaian football? Say the best coach, one coach in national team as NBC. So the appointment they are doing, it will expose them. Intermediate Maka, these people that we've entrusted our football in their hands. Kurt is a fine gentleman. The people around him is letting him down. And for him, he decided not to attend to them. And the more reason why most of the times they can't say, now man for because the people around him, because if you look at Kurt as an individual, the person as a people he's entrusted to do certain things for him, and then letting it down. Into one year, to me under 17, under 20 money, other national teams, me interested in the news. Because a one business no more. You can't be doing your business any money. When they come to the table and they decide to call players on merit, we will support them wholeheartedly. Obianka says open who will play but when your player is not good than they only come out for now, that is where I come in. I speak for the masses. So that is how we sit here. There are a lot of players out there. I mean, in the team. I know someone in the team. Or you good to na man bonya more.
To be out enjoying.
Okoboni di obenyasem. Me near player. Because we come off on donya more. But he is good at home. Also be yes also here. No. That is not the case. Me say Onimbo. I don't want to mention his name. Me boni say off air me boni di actual. Just do your background search. They are all strikers. It's not because I know him.
Okay.
ya yo ba ko dia ai okay ma o ma yo ba ko nti wo anasa wo so na ye hu now reason to was
no me the only advice I have be more want to say say omuyi nkwada ni fima ebu aya omumu se bo no omuni mo no mo yi omo fi be omumu mo rebat nseri wo na kana nkra ne tia dabi ne betima be sali su bi eri bi wo za akra no oyere ne ho ana bi bo fofoma na ekofa na friends organization to be catch us on mo na fi Ghana 40 ano mu di omo atem ne ade but nkra na ye ekono ebi mu ane mo
asma bia me wie ya no ne e ba be fama call because they catch me evidence which of course I won't be able to give the evidence because the people that omo can say no if you go to them now as well make can say atem no abras message they won't tell you omeka so man can hear but that is the gospel too the kind of someone you catch players no omo kofia omo camper some people don't even train. They will be part of the final team. Now, no, you're trained. And this boy that you are more treating him with the national team because you have power. No, when a succeed man, you go to him for blaster scholar. But that cannot be the actual. Until I can meet.
Hey, Obana 17 bed or Kogu okay. Is on to us.
You catch them say. Or no any appointment now with your appointment, you know. I want for your appointment, you know. Or friend and crow for Mompeke. And two friends I was who met throw back with him say Bias who will play a bit. But I don't know we need to buy. Ye national teams no ye hwehwe mu collab no mo ye ndomtumi ye collab bi appointment mo da bi appointment we de e free soas but in future wo ho no enye easy team national team ne de till some people decide to make it a national cake obi abenya ne de accordingly if not accordingly grana there will be less bias no me don't know I mean
maybe can be president
under 17 and this
yeah maybe can na o 173
ntikwawe the players ntini e share on show share say JM Jase den wo Cote d'Ivoire ho omo kwala no mo na bo Cote d'Ivoire national team no omo pa ne tu kwan kwa abruchire na Ghana uye Ghana ni na opese oba tu kwan ya penkrofo mo proper way ye kire football hey en coach si ya hey odopa ni jam ni Benin mu coach na timi tie na omo bre Ghana wo Ghana wo it because of Pian Chicha ni mu call up and you tell me say we are sinning na your national team here that way the people who entrusted our national team in their hands learners.
Mama Kwaba. So say a transia bomba dia guri monseba babe ramu kama pa etimi ede ema so journey we ya wake chika no ede mu ede ye papa shero so zenra UEFA Champions League no Monday 2 no ya bomba dia day 1 no eramo na UEFA Champions League Monday 2 no ye di 2 no eramo etimi ede amawa Koma odona na eba ababe ram na boa na ne amade da di so etimi ere amount luta ere eba kwa ma no ne the latest update any EGP etimi akoso na the big game no komo be na abedi ere afa ho o join on Facebook Fakye TV wa bomodi afollow e wa like wa share wa comment Fakye TV on YouTube nya wa subscribe ne kama pa wa share wa like wa comment Barcelona PSG why na bomodi carry the day na sena mun community etie yesi pra hodo na ena rewramo teams na ni no o maso etie no bema game no quality ni yenya sena sitie why na carry the day 02075436 na ne ma deda ye pa etimi area ma wadwenche no ho hia ye eti na ye share da biemo ekenkan mo messages ne de ma mo izan ze mon kan ye ho a Juma Dina Yedino, Yakamapa, Yedi Remedamami Dino, ABOU DIABY, Luther King, Eddie Ebekwama on it, Sexy Mind Show, Ewo Fidioma Ricardo Vaso, Ana Fisono, Habib Mohammed, the special one professor, Roberto Alonso Can, Benaz, executive producer, Gabriel Terbo Nichido, and Afi Ayu Kofi Philip, the youngest, and also Echino, na just MC Mali Julio Caesar, and AD Blay, Omina, Akambo Mobuana Jmadino, Yedi Erom Kama so, Etimi Area Mount Yerana, Yonder who quick, ye query bape, Yeberko Amanone, na Manonen Komono, Atwasuri Amount Yera, Wabasisi by Ape, Yeram Wamanon. Kesiano so still yera so jamwe boy jumabo ma ne ma koye pere ma tuti ze nyum weni twa e de gupe na Luther Thames no makaya afame you see no na ne bara ya baba bona bo ma ne ma koye pa etimi area ma no na na oba na ze na de na de we
rehearsals na ne
rehearsals na we okay
omo akofana sa no
o to gospel pa
o DIABY
gospel de on to about your men and your men are born. Oh, your hip life and now so na high life and now a reggae. Oh, dear day.
Stone boy to the air.
Stone boy, but dear dance. Good. Oh, yeah, dance at all. Hiya, oh, dear, your back, yeah. Go for the car was a koala. You. So, yeah, dance. Okay. But all of there's a month where breast cancer awareness.
Some money they are not in time for to meet. This say na me yeah.
But as a month where ye bomb more day man who say breast cancer nyade.
Say kokram na ye to mo no fu. Okay. I will say e basa ye wo mo a okọ hospitals a odo a education. Into e basa as part of your social responsibilities, you know. We can invite some of them who need to know.
Let we are seeing how we
say okay,
I believe the open.
More fun to me so money
is and
nipati such a
car which will be why.
But I mean, come on, nothing you wouldn't sound come on. And the cross a wheel share. Me buy no something from home. My distance him. Or be back Christo man or body for fro. No, my dad in our talking. Until more, my too much.
But only there all our GD say a caliber will say Lucifer. Say Lucifer label somewhere. Yes, only you to say grass on them. What I'm GD you. Okay. There was anti class on them. To me, a bon sam. But I Bible now, yes, no, say, Mamu attain. Mibu attain. When you attain. When you attain. Say Mibu attain. I said, you want some judgment. Nah, a rather than market me so. What judgment? And the passable man. We are seeing no be active final kayati and family.
A rather than was a Bible that was it. Made us a pa. Send Wobu Martin. Said the may be a minister also in the
because also strange. I saw I care what yana. What else am I kind?
Bye.
Keza
more there. And the big game between Barcelona, na normal P eba, na Napoli so at the good APA Sporting CP. Almost supporters no so. Copy more restaurant. Now share American Napoli for normal Sporting CP supporters in the Kwano day. PSG at the 2,600 supporters and eba Barcelona Kronum 5 buses.
Yeah, Martin, Ken. ma minja mo fama na Fakye
oh awa mo no nsem mami FIFA vice president Papa Victor Montaliani na Mr. Montaliani at in St. Piet football activities ma sa ye ba mo ball and celebrate the ama no am the petuja say you offer or executive committee and we are 20 members just some koto aba no mo to aba emu 11 eka yes say ye Israel and football related activities ma am be suspend na out of 20 members no just emu 11 ekoka yes na omu wi ajo omu refer koma FIFA for the final decision na ukoroman patron FIFA vice president Mr. Montaliani at Aftenoon said the entire UEFA atimi delay about voting said Trump bet me akọ no akoma and tokona no abrase Israel tokona masa Gaza for vice president FIFA.
The other products are more what I would call football products, whereas the World Cup is, there's a lot of people that wouldn't watch a weekly football match, but they want to go to the event and experience. For instance, I'll give you an example. You had the U.S. just played the Korean national team. There was a lot of Koreans in the stadium, but you didn't have that with the Korean club team.
Ano ensama urama FIFA vice executive committee omantile say omo beto oba na omo take decision say omo best suspend Israel anas omo suspend omo and what Donald Trump person na entokwa no ode bana wie from Israel and entokwa me Gaza me patom de gu omo so no ensam na bama me ko Emmanuel Shey Adebayo na wakasa na any said debate between Ronaldo and Messi. You present said between Ronaldo and Messi. When any the greatest of all time at the bios one wa dumpo na anasu na odani frada kam na ubisana samaya obeko dama Ronaldo.
Messi, no doubt, one of the greatest. They are both in that league where I understand why people have come across our generation. Today, I'm so proud that people come to me and say, you used to play with Ronaldo. You used to play in between Ronaldo and Messi. I will still go for Ronaldo because I played with him.
Eno ensama personal the personality no was so na probable boy no wa brem posada no Ronaldo be ma hat-trick anaso be 4 goals am a bia so ye kama na mom se odane frada kamumpo na ubisa no Messi Ronaldo onu ubisa se wo ye player bia o boy anta Jose Mourinho o boy anta Arsene Wenger why any the greatest manager why adwuma anta ono was Mourinho a bad name patron player management where Adebayo.
Obviously, if you are young, you want somebody to step in and tell you the truth, looking into your face. But Arsene Wenger, he's a great manager, don't get it twisted, but he will find a way to go around and come back and when stop it. Because we all know that we are making a lot of money. We have beautiful cars, beautiful outfits. A lot of people recognize us when we go out. But if you are coming to talk to me, oh, yeah, Manuel, you know what? You have to stop doing this. I ain't going to listen to you. But if you come and say, hey, sit down there. You have to listen to me and be careful on your behavior, what you are doing. You're going out a lot. Slow down. Then I will listen to you. So I think for me, if you ask me the difference between Arsene Wenger and Mourinho, that's where it is. Man management, I think Mourinho is a little bit better because of the way he approached the situation.
Adebayo was it about man management. Mourinho are your best, sir. When you play, I was so from family. Our Africa now, one who parents didn't come out. A grandson on the best out of you are Mourinho. A man management. I come on. Name Arsene Wenger. Massa, we play. I know we see to watch our senior sika. When we say we sika, or spend this sika on, or ton tadia kesier, or ton casa kesier, or co parties kesier. Arsene Wenger from na watch some say you call too much so we player so pesikagu sa investment we bobo ka we mwa ukwa bontan Crawford Samba etima because of fame awanya ni nyina Wenger eno betin komo na wa stimulate na no ma so try kama mame ko Pedri Man City player Pedri last year Ballon d'Or or no energy na Pedri din sempia tuda me patro Rodri na mame fama so ko Man City on prefer Rodri last year or no energy Ballon d'Or na Rodri akasa Ballon d'Or na wache no was say abrow so o muni pamienu pe na no office agene wa wonu sam pempenso no want to enter Ballon d'Or na ene ono so apachi bi na ne eche what the asida emo football what the asida we are say no sema or Penny Rodri tuja ye jam mom na mame ko Liverpool and after the game Liverpool team die na anopai we training na Liverpool ye train what take him team na Kasim Pasa training grounds and Liverpool team ye training na ye train ko sawa and saromo ejete PM ewo me patro England Liverpool team ni abra MON-FRI Istanbul na omo be PM England and a place no Asia twininya na omo rough flight ni ma be aso twa kama na Rosema Bam ese goalkeeper Alisson Becker so far Opeko out kakram and opami this same P2 name me the details be se ba na be aso twa kama eno edebam na me patro ma me nya djuma we mamom na nyina ne se uroma my friend, I'll let you ABOU president. Opanyina me patron ni team asu Jean Oriate na Uramoni Hans Wakimwaski almost no Omashire Dortmund was secret to na park and the Champions League or on the ABOU na airport na president for me let me na we try athletic club president Mr. John Oriate na okay Dortmund president Mr. Hans Wakimwaski na Abraham patron Shire exchange adem Omuchasampa football, United football, Kenipo, Patron Fanto so, now young Queen Namanya Kama, Abra Presido, Emir Nuno, Esso Etim Ejina, now Omutim Como, Maybe Piasso Etmia Kama, and no CIA Jajamon, Esso Ajama Mojmadian so, now me Patron ABOU, almost supporters, Esso attach it down, and with Germany ahead of the big gamer, your friend of me Patron ABOU, almost supporters, Epetuano, Omo Germany ye tete e mo musampa omo pemo Germany and no that's why yeah jana mami me patro Napoli and Sporting CP almost so there no supporters a restaurant so omuko didi kakra ho and Napoli supporters a brato chum and talk up military pitch and yeah supporters no so where you from ultras why no near them why they conquer Napoli for Chasampa who be pemo the city of Naples omoni and denem omuye to transform omuye gandim goddamn for na sane edegu Sporting CP supporters na anyway opinion from Walla Porter where Barcelona president one Nasser Al-Khelaifi say PSG president ecoland kakra ekotiti no mucha restaurant na some come for as part of football before the game was both team executives etmisha na omukodidi kakra omukoland na omushane so mutiti nkoma say private my command no Rafa you stay or the vice president at Barcelona no paying in some platform or so me excited for such encounter when I am much of beer program no Jinema passenger Barca supporters but enjoy it and a big win for Barcelona the other two try to no Walla Porter so kasaye or in some Pia to na Laporte and somebody to go no crab a dessa and then na Hansi Flick and some no kaya a Balami Jama a dessa uko Barcelona Naniaje as a bus at Timon or moon depending on any player teamwork Naniaje Papa Watanache na and Hansi Flick a team dia tuka as a bus your favorite so many Champions League on one Laporta when Naniaje at Dayan coach our confidence just a coach you happy about the team and to be bet my come at ama woman and we are some opinion on edit to draw yeah church I'm breaking it down at the Barcelona traveling squad and the match day squad or one bus I don't know Pajuma or mom we out on no team game game ayo Roma Macandra test again and the on to me MOB one Garcia were out Gavi Pablo Femi Lopez and Rafinha omo out na no chino plus a goalkeeper Sam you were searching you were coaching and you were Eda Ala and no Alejandro Party Ronald Araujo Sasuna Pauku Pase Christensen you were Bernard Gerard Martin Jules Kunde Eric Garcia and Romeo Pedro Marc Casado Dan Omo Frankie Dion and yawo Mark Bernard and yawo Edro and what you come from Torres Lewandowski against a game a club security personnel and Hansi Flick said for Boo and for Emma Woman and Barcelona supporters be a Ramo Desport City now Puma security personnel and Omu person form so now you take compensation and come and call so any Hansi Flick drew by Binani Buofman.
Yeah, but you also
thank you very much. I am here always. I stop 2 or 3 times every week, okay? Yeah? So be respect about also these guys, okay?
And no Hansi Flick and Barcelona supporters are Omuramo the Sport City and Opine Omudramum Person security men Yalom Person Kiform so and Hansi Flick no more Casa Amomusa Omumra for Boo as to Amfama Barcelona team Bromramo Team Hotel now I know Robert Lewandowski Massa Oba plus like a counter so my bomb shots coming on my bomb foot and best and Keke and near Barcelona game on Papa a promo team hotel a relax a time kuchu 7 p.m. bomb na game na team paso and I'm man na Lamine Shama IG post Patro Odikade Bako by 8 hours before Jesse and I'm a part of what you go to and what you pressure and on Saturday I'm not dying at Tasson was a pressure we be a camera was a pressure another IG post what the buying a mirror was it I'm back and the mission is also back and la Mijama waba mission so up back a Juman Ebekama why ready said no be shine against Paris Saint-Germain and no and semi flopa your German hairstyle no Lacho wa saloon jeye ni tini diamano and the big game ho also la mi chama sese ni tinom na we new star new look what your church among na the game no jamete ese nipa over 250 million and worldwide omo game Barcelona PSG and nana dream report amete no ese nipa over 250 million and a bet me after game ni be we are say no ediaba na me patro Jude Bellingham and when you basu body when you know or maybe say England a player of the year. Now, where Jude Bellingham on the South War no say England player of the year. Na say wabwa Juma Papa I'm a beer sweat my kama Brad Dickon Rice Eda me patron second and Hurricane as for Eda 10 and no Edeba na mami enye Juma as for Mfama as so Ramo Rimado Eda Militao new goal against Espanyol and enya La Liga goal for the month of September and no Eda and I'm paying for 20 ago no La Liga go of the month me biaso ye kama na mame Freddy Valverde me patro and abrana oya warm up video no na anopa me din sempi bae ese no pass on kopo right back number 2 am se omo na me patro sa video na ba ama Spanish newspapers translate and relate kikawunsam ese omo so wanya warm up ni nsakunachi ese no right back part omoda Hannah Jude Bellingham aba can be bichira no ese pe na wonya warm up no bon one number 2 no ma wonya bi mo wase one panyina e fe na Alonso adim komo akacha ne se on a right back wanya ready se obebo e won nya babia beboa no na on the statement aba wada be chirechirem apeka nsema odoa me patropa wase we ready several articles damage reputation na onim se wanya bad games to them we aware ese normal criticism odoa ekoso na on opeka debian onim se Madrid team no babia odin be to piano bebo obayire no obeku no obebo tuma ade amom abrawo prampo na osi akadma Madrid on complaining entuma mo criticizing no munyai na enye no crime ese ka so on kopo right back waka se wo mom the statement what dey buy the amom na Vini Junior sade bufuna afunom e wonchiremu na me patronya Alonso and next Vini Junior bofunom breakdown eniem na ne bofu Franco Mastantuano Adayan Vini Junior as a second half omo eye first attack Adagulen na Bono Sanko pass one Vini Junior na owo a comfortable position Adagule e pass yem Adman Mbappe eno eye one eno chi Franco Mastantuano abamom ansa no Vini Junior ye pasane edina film no was Bobby Bayem omo epiaye ade koma Franco Mastantuano Adagule na de koma no na onu Vini Junior baby ogina ne hem na nkosa Franco Mastantuano pass ball na Vini Junior epie no na ne bofu ase na ne bofu na Rodrigo se de metem and say oyenya support wa Alonso ensam ni nyina say ba left winger no ba ya adwuma na oboboy no oboma ne so ne aba biaso ya kama na Al Ittihad oma opi air talks with me patron Santiago Solari football director at Real Madrid esomo pesa adwuma no obe enyo no kwa omo contact Luciano Spalletti ana omasai ahwe esan Kaspalletti mefa adwuma no yesene salary no wosoro adwuma no de nkope wasisika opom de bema na opepa Sergio Conceição Mark van Bommel Roger Smith omunyina 18 on eyada Al Ittihad efowe na Roman Patro pina odaso no Paulo Scaloni onsa oye presido edro atuma AC Milan no San Siro se omu babubu na omasin fufuro papa we on a presido wakasa was Milan mun kama kuma ntumu ya omu edi adwuma ema the greatest architect ya friend besi modern stadium ama bia ye kama enu ya samo panyin we eso edi atutwa ye church amom edi Mikel Arteta eso akasa about Champions League game anon papa was some besenya some beautiful moment said the last season omunya ye no
beautiful, the best. I mean, playing under the lights at the Emirates in the Champions League, it doesn't get much better than that. I think we had a great experience last season. We created some beautiful moments together, and hopefully we need to use that momentum, that energy, and those experiences to elevate it to a different level, because it's going to require that. The team is ready for that, and I'm sure the crowd is going to respond.
And you Mikel Arteta and I'll take some Okasa our church aswadma Champions League and the Pia Emirates Stadium. Now said the last season omunya good a season said the normal echo you know or me sanoma prefer now by friend and Carpe now me patrol point goodness apa esa alright friend Piero and Carpe ya desa obaba Arsenal after international break o betima ba na biaso etimi ayekama. Good news about for Nicholas Jackson. Demetem and se ba munchen. Already to my inform Nicholas Jackson. Ese omu pese omu kipuno beyond the long term. Oman permanent move. Le pay kama that's an obligation on omu and ba Enzo Maresca. Was it Tarek George? When you non panan no bonon panan. Uka Facundo Bonanote. Also a very important role now was it a resource from your feeling. Omani chair, Nina set Kwadawe, replace on prepare, not different positions or mobile team. Chelsea and you win against Benfica. I was sending it to me, and Deba Chelsea. Omania could have friend in patrol, a cheesy. When Nigerian year could 16-year-old boy, Uncle Primo Chile walk up to draw. I could have a Chelsea. Every so the next quarter in Tomacha somos spotting on a down patrol. Ciro Martinez will lose Enrique the Papa. Now, on side the boyfriend, Ferran, my patrol boyfriend, was it to be supporting the Papa. Babiano Papa Beko Piano, or best supporting the Papa, no because stadium on Drake. Now, what create be now the Piabe Kama, and somebody more got to fight was it and Postecoglu or by results.
I was a group. And we've shown that in the past, so it's all about game by game and just taking it step by step.
It does feel like the approach from your previous manager and now to try and bed new things in when the games are coming as thick and fast as they are.
Yeah, it's different playing a game, rest and recovering playing.
And no at the tower, Mamin from Master Alison Becker. Games are obey out of Baka. This after international break. Alison Becker, Uko Brazil, Mami Enfamam, SS Brazil, Don Ancelotti, the collapse of pay for me patrol Japan game, and South Korea game, no. Players on out of Brazil team. Omuntimi kone Alison Becker, Alex Ribeiro, Marquinhos, Andri Santos na Rafinha, Rodrigo, and then Ombaba back. Brazil, next two games, Papa, so Romo Catalan, Kurma, PH supporters 2,600. Pimon, Patron taking 14 hours with 5 passes, and Pia, as so a bit my camera. There is a Newcastle by now. Livramento on some 20 with Bram almost say or Papa Baka just 6 to 8 weeks and San or Papa with me about 6 to 8 weeks and San or Papa and a dear by a church as so a dama with Madian so not me patrol and some pinapa Urama for the first time Urama Saudi or Pine Joao Felix Urama Saudi League the first man Wako Akonya a player of the month of September or for 4 matches. Watch 5 goals, 1 assist. Piasu etmi eko kama. Esu etima omo. No ete eba. Na Paulo Dybala. As to say, a person lifetime commitment, what Roma Popo Econom, now or transferable rich agreement with Roman was standing contract. There is Paulo Dybala, they all can understand the current contract, a best by June, not the best why I come up person renewal for another 4 years, Equasi 2029. No bear come a Roma for invited Dybala, agents Omra Rome, now Omunim Common Bia, as to Entim Anya Kama, and no at their Panacoda way. Nicola Etrasoldi was 21 years was a friend of Panasonic team was one that the Piagatus of friend of Peppa Amuru Italy at the age of 13 and Okopimo Germany now Wakaso so a Milan fan the Penny Dream as a Opesiakai at Dama AC Milan or more Popo Econo and we and some opinion at the Atuka a protocol Yanina so now and some out so far yeah proper no and everyone on in Seminian Francia now I'll put DIABY and the team for the Kenyan and Twaso and Famamo.
All right, so that because you're quite malu takis away, Jan and also about the abone kama pa. Etimiera Masera, because you're quite for my Millennium Constructions. Yaka, Etimiera Chelsea, Fana Dancy Uniama, Fahu Bo, Monium, what now die sono, and Bamu kama pen farman, Komuya Midinutiri, and they Oasasida baby. Na opesi DIABY mawa, enye kumase nkwa, enye nkrenkwa. Enye keep kusunkwa Ghana bibia the years obeto nkra na on Millennium Construction omo etimi edi nkomo beba na yaba be ne kama pa etimi ere ama yeze mo ama no ne no o pasase ato o pefi ato opesi ensi monomao ofie na dada opese ye renovate emfa mawa Millennium Constructions be na ye du dwuma na ma deda ye pa etimi era ma wo sister mo 15 to 20 solid years o mo dwuma na o mo bo na yade ahote enti eden so ne o mo benya asem eba na real estate development na o mo de o mo ahye na fe hostels aworo na e o mo ne bo mo de esiye e wo krodio mo mo dwuma no e ho eti kama pa eze ne ye kama pa dia ma o ensi ana ba be so ma na ya afia ya hwe na ya ye ntutue ni ye Edi amount now so no or there so no etimi abamu kumase boshen na yas junction obinyo mama na money 0244 274084 0244274084 Millennium Construction, we build your dream tikramu na yamwa na onso die so no emram na ne mande da ye fama makase nipa woni monyam no ba kono sen se wandi usini huni na ne ha obia eba ho a wanwe ya wo ko akwa konya ha obia na jezebe dinkra zo be ko nipam na wakasa eba se ma confidence no ya de eba fompa na yeso wanya ha kakra o num odize ya na osia chinam na yo ya owa na moje bi ba o sene keka o debra ye bebo na examination and consultation no doc ahwe dia ma root canal treatment no ze dodo mo no tokro bi aba beto ama ya na obre niam shara nkoye kra entimi emfa emma wa na jeso okọ ebe na ya boa se wo behia se ebetu wo behia se ebe room na ya bomodin afele dia ma wa ni nyina doc be ye dia ma scaling and polishing wari niam bi ama na keka osinim ama se bi probu sene so okwa ye be yi sa nka wani nyina efu wanu ni ahoro etimi dia ma after no se opese ye white ni utiti ne mfama na nye fita ni nyina Gentleman Dental Clinic berena ga ye etimi dia ma braces no maka ze ya wode na mafo no edible life and after what there and also they medicated one ebebo ama osena enya ahoden tichu no mo amoseno bakusia okwa ye brena asasoka ni nyina re di hudwuma and apeso si usini gold and silver a simple crowd Gentleman Dental Clinic here na ye ama Ghana there omti kasem ne de ya obejo kakra bi no wa ye de ama izanzo wa pom de no ya de hu hia na after no na wetwa na kakra na niam de ye ama Ghana omo obebi a omo ebo ejumaro wani chemo nkran a nungwa main lorry station obenyo omo ho so bi no atom energy filling station a bansubu echi ope horo omo bo ejuma techima lawramo magazine hono oruwani achemo kenten kwan no so no unyo omo call for idia omo ben central police station no afawo OCGCB bank no obenyo omo na tamale so no oruwani temo tushegu OC post office na omo ben MTN office no fadok number no na nini nkomo kan ho ha woni mbo na ne oseno enya ahoden sonko 0598 731 823 0598 731 823 na 0559 one health care complex ne yemto san fan from nabra be romo maso ne mboa na apomde ni wie pe na tie nkomo weye yeze ne doc aye nhwemu ahu se enam yare no yade a edi nkofo nya papa na yeso cheki a debia no nipa no be so pepepe bako ere bomode kokote sa yare na ya na eha adwiye papa edia wo be nya se down de nyina no wo be romo dank nature healthcare complex o maso ne ahwe etimi ahwemu ahu se nam yare no edu nya na edu nya omo na ebo aso no etimi area ma ne ya na brebo ze kidney mu ha na afi ni liver no obre wo ahu se nsanwanso bi atie de agu ne honam no na afi so kra no on sheda enhu ade papa na boze as a body no owo amu hyehyew owo na emu ato me pacho eyenam area no na ashase ani no edu nya mboa mane man koye kra entimi emfa ma obozo odwonso obre obozo wa ese fever bi ache wo yo ba na infio no niam bi aba beguo owo na nsu fita bi ba ya na mana yinka ma no makase za ade no ya boys ni hu akwadwo befa ya obefa kuku befa kwabena befa eba ne se mboa emane man koye mfa ma enu echi no na ama wo no enho aye dinye papa etimiere ama na ye mema no so no obozo odwonso ana moje bi di chi me pacho eye nam yare no ena hyase eyi niti a edu nyamwa mane man deda di so entimi emfa ma fo ni chemu ewo pechi trade number 2 me pacho orwa ni chemu ewo ho no ma na jeze ni doc atranso ohwe no wabo na ne ma deda di pera manti nam yare no bibia ye so ano ne ye dank nature healthcare complex fadok na maro na enenen kase zanze ya ye bako a ye so ano a edimpa no 0244 017
556 0244 0133330 Ramaniambwa na nyamanko yepa entimi emfa emma dankana ahoto fie ko na nam ya no yentu ase na nema deda yeso emma moadwenche no ma nemra in a form of text message on the WhatsApp line as ebono orwani HM or yen Facebook page wa Fakye TV ni akenkeri ama on your Facebook page any Aaron MK. Good afternoon Abu and the Fakye Sports Crew. God bless you all. Today Arsenal beat Olympiacos and Barcelona versus PSG will be a draw game. I'm enjoying the best sports show live from GOPDC Limited Kari Eastern region. Bono Hennessy Scotty Ambo. Good afternoon, Champion Abu. As I always watching you live at Kwawa Sakraka, St. Paul's ACHS. Indeed, Habib need so much accolade. In his tactical and in-depth search. Also search for Consult Domiabra, watching the best sports show live at St. John's Health Center. MON-FRI Fakye Sport, Wastisoro. Good evening, Fakye Sport. I'm Wastisoro. Watch you live from Libya. Musharat. PSG will smash Barcelona tonight. Eduardo Usu afternoon Abu Dhabi. Spartus watching the show live from MON-FRI. Come Sunday, my darling club Liverpool will win their game against Chelsea. Liverpool for life. Isaac Kopuku. Good afternoon, Abu. I'm watch you live from Bekwai Bodoma. Was it more update on Real Madrid PSG camp? And I send my greetings to my mother Ama Chineboa in Bodoma. Hala Madrid, Ramo. Dylan Abu, I'm watching you live from Doma Western Krankwanta today. We are going to witness a fantastic game. PSG will massacre Barcelona. Woto Kwame Yabwa. Fakye TV Sports all the way. More fire. Battles Walker King. You are superb. And Ebenezer Repent. Good afternoon, Abu. Please, I want us to do a combined 11 between Barcelona and PSG today. Watch you live from Nkrankwanta. Mary Wood Luther is pretending he likes it. Papa. Hey, breast hene. The onozo nearby the room. No. A pretty good Chaka Palmer. Good afternoon, Abu. I'm watching the show live at Sabuzongo. Congratulations to the Black Starlet for beating Nigeria yesterday. More wins. Entry Isaac Abu. Watching you live. You people are doing a great job. Greetings goes to you all. I'll say special. I'll say to you all. I'll say it's your boy Kwasi inside Atebubu. Kumfia Honorifi Eramu Keku did that. More update on the sacking of Ruben Amorim and Elijah Kwabna. Good afternoon, Abu. You people are doing a great job. Please, I want you to greet the famous Figo and Daniel for me all the way from New Longuru Honorifi Eramu Sema Clean Senior watching live Abu Dhabi Biaga Favret and Ishak Liverpool Yaboka watch you live from Akima Safo, the audio run no Konsu Kojo Chrome watch you live tonight. My darling club Arsenal will beat Olympiacos by 4-0. Greetings to Boss inside KK and Eduardo 100% whatever Ebabe Ramu Ewana Mebwa Mania Makoyepa more tracker GH or there are more tracker GH watch you live from Cape Coast. Barcelona is going to win by 3-2. Francis Kwesi Ban. Good afternoon, Fakye Sport. I'm watching you live from Mansoda Tano. Please update on FC Barcelona Visca Barca, Ramona Battles Walker. I like the way Ken and Abu entertain us with sports. Fakye Sports Group, more fire. And on the Ramajeti Soa, Liverpool, you never walk alone. And Billy Wilson, on the Fakye TV, all the way, I'm watching you live from Seko Junction, Filippo Kwabrikes, and Abu. Please, Felix and my mother, and Timmer of Geneso, hashtag Fakye Sport, no, Ramu Kamakapa, Jeti Soa, Luther Ken, or the buyer, and I feel Philip Mama, Yana, what check it, or the other. It's me, Eddie, maybe Quadia, Yinyane clear, and I'm on the Kwame Yabua, more fair Fakye TV, I get still never walk alone, Afino, a Cypher G. Visca Basa, and Odura Muntine, Barcelona game no Ujis is saying, Eddie Besiako against PSG 0207543637, 0207543637. Darko, my good evening, Barca fans, and I feel Odonko Michael. Good afternoon, Abu. Fakye Sport is loud and clear inside New Jersey, USA. My greetings to Maestro. I love his calmness and gentility too much. Mate Maestro Dawase and Ankitiaris Doma. Famous watch you live from Japan Chrome. All the best to my idol Pedri and all the fire emojis. No, it's me Ramutima. Mena mo quick. Me bape. Mobeya phone but nam pc buno. Ato aso de amamo. Yeba sisia. Alright, so more quality about the Kessier, so here are Sutimer Bridgeman Abo, Manema did the Imperial Mentia Fin, while joining our live on Fakye TV. Fakye Sport, remember Kofi Sami, good evening. Watching you live from Turkey. May God bless you all. Yet I say, no, the other by NFA, good God's love. I'm watching you live from Coventry, UK. You are the best. Keep it up, guys. Yet I say, special baby Abo call there.
Alhamdulillah. What
ne ye corner in rira, but in ra, o man call for so face skill cruma, and I'll pay what to be monka. Oh, okay. Zaman out the end, almost sure there. You almost sure there. Oh, dear, no. And I'm all the me and Sabi to be Namumi. I have you make a Jane Green by but on God bless you, God bless you. I know any day. God bless you, God bless you. Baba Kusinjiano Mabatin and Eddie Amfao. But yeah, but still. God bless you, they say. Namisha Bible Gazette, it's scanning here. Obi catch all the Namisha Niska, the enemy should be fine. Obi catch all the Namisha Niska, the enemy will be fine. But this time, yes, Nyafina, Obi catch all the Namisha Niska, the enemy will be Ubenyamisha, Special. Pamiro boy na nemi nibre. Why? You're queer ni na mono oh. Why what am make messages kakra me saba na ya bomode na yakọ ye ni mauzeni dodo na di omode ewramu ewa no ze Abu Dhabi still low stamina for from Tabi. Please today correct score Barcelona 4 PSG 1. The ono edeba beramu ewa ha no and we zoze ABOU. No matter what happened to Real Madrid, we are winning. Apula 16 this season. Is your boy Ima for Moshizongo. The other band on special there, Bibi Adam.
Look at them. I made my door. So here.
No, yeah, young court, na name in why?
So then I made the opening October 1. Yes, I say on fame trouble some so some Jimmy Biabe fine. Mentia Ebra Penny Collins and Mujamfi. Oh, Germany, I'm also hell.
Michiano Pasha, I'm meeting catcher.
I'm Mujamfi Collins or Germany. And Unia Crucia Mohammed in so Philadelphia, USA. Crucia so when you touch your birthday man on deep bro. If you ever casa, why Philadelphia Boga, if we didn't come over, be a fine. Opening, you didn't come straight in here. There were a lot of Champions League matches, share, and then we'll see another interesting fixtures. I bet coming our way. Now, Galatasaray for now, after Omo match, Omo X, admit Omo demand the post, is something I find very interesting on the internet. Omo say, you will never walk alone, but sometimes you walk out without the points. You will never walk alone, but sometimes you walk without the points. Omo say, Omo catch Liverpool for so when him say Liverpool motor ne say you never walk alone, but the maybe wo hwa oben nante abra points na nkan ho. For so many years we've heard from a lot of footballers. Oh, mo be catch you say agoprama ba ko a omo mpese ombesi so akan Liverpool agoprama na your friend say Anfield no. A very intimidating, very noisy place. Oko na okwa akobo game man. Aside a modern bona Liverpool ebe boy e was right. Omebe bow ebe wiase omefa results ni dey si omo na aso no. Venu na nkasa intimidate opponent bia omoni ni AC akan. This is a footballer na onye matured enough onye obi a utimi pressure yebebo game ni be wie no. The atmosphere created by Liverpool faithfuls no ebe mo lose concentration, and for once mati say Liverpool akobo match wi a Liverpool coaching staff and the playing body of Liverpool say they've never experienced Adena omu bi Turkey Android omu bi da no. He told me and answer e kan bi ba kope na kire me say kuku ahemfo chiniye e to da ebi edidi bi achi no kra say Mohamed Salah ebe ka kire o say wo sia kan kan Android atmosphere na Galatasaray fans ni create edema omo Liverpool no in his entire play because that is the atmosphere. Club, a friend said Galatasaray for the fans no. It created edema at Liverpool. They sat down and realized eba ne ball na ankasa board in terms of quality Liverpool quality so omo de compare omo de na Liverpool soro esen omo so wo ka say ba park so be normal noise these are people omo fie no fortress when it comes to say you be confusing for na frustrate omo yenwie no we will be able to get the results from that, and they did that to perfection. Fortunately for them, they got penalty at the early stages of the game. The big boy himself, Victor Osimhen, Enya, the Kama converted, Eddie Martin, Galatasaray, defended so perfectly every match. Mitie Ike Gundogan, or say, more Liverpool player needing. But at a point in time, one of the Liverpool players, Eba no be sans I have say ya netie de bia na easy. They are more, it will be difficult for the young boys in the team to concentrate. So I'm not so surprised. Chances and then the about Liverpool are aya you drew football when you didn't come out. I bet to bet they say history any record there untimi and writing it off before and right game no. Now the last 3 times Yahoo in their favor. We did 3-2 against Manchester United. They played 3-3 to Manchester United and then 3-2 against Club and first at Tottenham Hotspur. And then playing against Liverpool. Liverpool wanted to defy everything to make sure Sasa Abakosem Ombeseno. But Galatasaray said, we are the boys. We will make sure you best take it to Sa Adewi. Now results now go in our favor. Results now called the Galatasaray. Yeah, ball Mabaswebi. But I think that Liverpool team no. Me maka season where yourself said Liverpool won the home of top Premier League. But anytime I talk about Liverpool, I keep on saying say they are not playing football here convincing. Liverpool convincing Ubia. Are you fortunate enough? It drew Ubia with character. Any quality na ekuto no they find the way no ma grind the results no later part of the game no mo the level of Andra once again yansi and who Liverpool at their best ye wie match no omasen lose so in a space of better 3-4 this Liverpool lose 2 consecutive games at the actual under normal circumstances Liverpool should at least pick a point from one of these 2 games. Now say utieti and common in the ekoza. The former players and then pundits of the game are saying what we've been repeating here. Florent Vetel, nobody hates him. He's a very fine player. Yes, in the Leverkusen setup under Xabi Alonso, any Juma or yeah. But we keep on saying that when you move to Premier League, the intensity and then the Premier League, it will expose you. Now after match, Mathieu Jimmy Carragher come on now, we're dinner and in summer. What can the Liverpool team or say? Even in their 4-2 against Bournemouth, our pitch side, he met Anslot and Okache and he said, I'm being frank with you. Ball now and your football, you play more like base in your team. Now say Andra, what 3 of Soboslai, Gravenberch, and McAllister. How Nasanko for me and some 80 operating, making sure that Ominian dominance over almost every midfielder. And I said midfielder, not Omubesia. Creative spaces for players somewhere anymore to run him so bet me that telepathic passes no pinpoint passes any carpet passes now a bit creative spaces that they are strikers no he is not doing those things. The runs ninja how our double up a creative spaces attackers no he is not doing those things and to our restricted Liverpool or movement centrally in terms of a Juma na Liverpool any day as say Liverpool gamer 2 players no maka ebekan no be it Soboslai any Gravenberch and now say McAllister and so man timi anya adwuma beyond 100% of our ability Liverpool on timi nye nto ama Liverpool ball na yetan eno no nkuto na eka yenya James Pierce any other pundit so eka the same thing say so we Liverpool team now we how restricted wait am o mu finfin na ya it is high time opinion. Your friend said, Anslot, ever go back to the drawing board. It's either he sit the boy down, let him understand Liverpool, any Premier League, and now say, you're dropping it for some games. Now, on there, how our Premier League is here, how our Liverpool game is here, and Kobane Sombe 8 games so far in our competition for Florent Veet. Player Yatono in excess of 115 million. 0 goal, 0 assist. Nobody is expecting so much from him. Say, on Messi goes and from Liverpool. Say, you bought 8 games as a creative team. Not only was he assistant, but now a cycler, Messi goes, maybe a count. Now we are doing same to say any partner own team. You have no business starting. You have no business playing the game for Liverpool. But as something they say, will Liverpool, will Anslot be able to drop a player being bought in excess of 110 million? The answer is no.
So clearly,
and the unnecessary pressure.
We no chair last time. Common on the diesel. Obabe started here with Liverpool.
Yeah.
As a coach, but I'm here players.
Nipa yare.
Or born one amena.
Utu on one amena too. Andrew, I watch Alexander Isak. Obabo I think 24. Say how many minutes? The night can ball 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he did game no. And to us to say yeah, at the headache ever break manager no. Mo Salah sat on the bench yesterday. Untimi Masala antena bench and to us me no me coach after the game said say Salah atna bench that even Jurgen Klopp time in Champions League with Salah in him. Say ye po Liverpool na omo bobo no o anymore. Enipa na oye the go-to point in Liverpool anymore. Na ye Mohamed Salah. They say ye born na iketike wom. Ishak ewoma oye den ya sa nkofo no so eba be ye nkofo a on be target men anymore. And it also restrict Mohamed Salah enso adwuma obeye ediama club your friends say Liverpool. I think that it is early days there, but opinion friends and Slot need to sit down. The sooner the best at Yabano. So the next match or ball against Chelsea. And just in Chelsea nso prepare red card in the effect of normal form nso from Oko lose that game. It was 3 games in a row as defending champion at the unnecessary pressure about so coach now and careful. The English media will make sure say they will quote amount of money I was spending in the market. They will tag your players no with car what they told e pay we ask no pressure kese ebe Papa Jose by and for own go wa lose match no
quick man na yesi ai
sisi ai
me nim rene Mr. Pa
Chelsea League, Europa League, Conference League and on the Club World Cup and Ankasa 2 and then omo look on that this is how big teams behave. Tifu say na big teams in your way now they can compare Arsenal, Ecobo, Madrid and the PS in the Tifu no na difference no so these are big but I think that for Uru and Eddie Maresca games and Wabwa na unya results now they are back now ultimately be winning in Champions League or my they should build on that prepare themselves for weekend games are a day and quick not make the maximum because my own say me time now so Champions League and then matches so I'll just brush through let me say I am back and the mission is also back. Me not time in community. I'll not be able to deal with that. But the last time Okachire said pressure. What is pressure? No, he do this to create euphoria and anytime be an aside. But I can see no Mendes. I want to deliver. The Akabi no critique. Euphoria na Okwa will deliver. I expect much from Lamine Yamal. They want to see that battle again. Nuno Mendes winning over him in the Nations League. We want to see in the Champions League how I prefer. It is one game I apart. But you know the time MY 2 teams no lose important players Emma game no competitive nature na Emma so but that said I think it's going to be a nice game now to the games no and I mean brush it through from us 2 games are early kickoff no Karabakh FK will feel against Copenhagen. I think that is a game I'm going for a double chance for team your friends at Karabakh have done FK Union St. Gallen Newcastle United to be saved over 1.5 in that game. Now, why you save Arsenal against Olympiacos over 2.5 and Arsenal win in that game. I think that Arsenal will be winning against Olympiacos. If I'm sticking for a correct score in that one, I'll go for a 3-0 for Arsenal against Olympiacos. Borussia Dortmund against Athletic Club. Both teams to score and then a double chance for Borussia Dortmund. Sekou Girassi to score for Dortmund in that game. Barcelona about Paris and over 2.5 be saved. But a Barcelona win for correct score. If I'll predict something, I'm going for a 2-1 win for Club. Your friend said Barcelona against PSG. Leverkusen against PSG Eindhoven. It's a game over 1.5 sit perfectly. Manchester City away to Monaco. Man City, Monaco, and also over 1.5. Erling Haaland likely to also score in that game. SSC Napoli will field to Sporting CP. I'm going for a double chance for SSC Napoli. If there is any player to score in that game, I'm going for Scott McTominay to score in that game for SSC Napoli. And then Kukus Juventus away to Villarreal in Spain. Very dicey game. Say, and that match is no surprise. I think it is in that game. Juve beat Marco also surprise Acuna results. So I'm going for over 1.5 to be safe there. But say mistake for Ubi to winner. Maybe Juventus a bit many as a shocking results. So I'll draw, I'll not be surprised. But Ubi will win. I'm going for Juventus in that match.
Well, guys. Maybe I'll call there. So him mammy and I young queen.
Coach, you know, Casano, sometimes it depends on what we are afraid to one anybody else.
I've been who's a be more Pezemo can England best player, you'd barely imagine. As a beer and Pezo become was a more.
That one will come later. Probably be a China class. Yeah, because of no one does one here, no one baby too.
Come on, feeling a class in England from home. Yeah, morning. England last is barely an own best.
Kokua, I want tonight because I'm losing interest in it personally. So Kwaku with an slot and young one, no man to total no. Yeah, young one because Babu Fribano is not a coach that man and Nambi bro to me. I am quite an answer. What then Nambi Brian Quayama. Indeed, I'm not surprised in 7 to total. And I said, no matter, you know, and yeah, bad crass Premier League. I can say will lead. This season we about 2 Champions League games we winning back we lose back in now but yeah who say adena bonepuma me catch say games na all bono and you finishing the season games na all when you need to grind results na no nya no animu ayai and side no entimi mounts at a performance not to the end of the season untimi sustain. So I was talking about it and yesterday he got the tactics no wrong. Maybe he wanted to shut Yilmaz from that and you know the from Pong born and him a ball Sibusla Wonachi. But that was something that a disaster. Minim the into yes I had but the call now on one case to me I think that he will learn from it because at a point in time na me who didn't to me neighborhood. So the best thing for him to do is to get Flamet off the team, bring in Sibusla to the position, no one get McAllister back to the position on a performance and the Liverpool. That would be the best no betting here. If he will be able to do that, Liverpool your bad team. And team na that one lose players be that you need to fix something be answer I am fixing. So I think that obey to my new year. But yesterday so affirmed to me say Branty friend here Victor Osimhen is an elite striker. He's a striker that by be the man stage be the man so nyina so bia no obema with that level. Looking at game now no more bono and the tempo and the level of the game, players are no more see kind of. He gave his all and the Sabono. But on the day Victor Osimhen cementing the players that he's an elite striker and look at penalty no. Time now penalty by no. We game no any how our pressures we gave him kept me cool and he get the ball at the back of the net. I think that he's an elite striker and he's telling people that he needed to play in Europe proper. Menka said taking Europe. But I mean, when it comes to football, near Europe, in any Europe as my eka. So watch and now the kind of a striker we see here. Last season he gave over 30 goals. Yeah, yesterday watching him against Konate, Safana. I see say he's one of the strikers that me have enjoyed watching him. But even when the ball ain't in the side, never so oppressive. How oppressive, baby obe faba be pressive, and they never say die spirit. Sabo no here now pride no. Many of the defenders and our strikers no jebo now more tough no. He will probably not even waste the time. So one piak pass no. But this is Victor Osimhen and he's shown over and over again Zampa. He's an elite striker no and so Kwaku, we are seeing prime Ronaldo again. We are seeing prime Ronaldo again in a bunch of killing Mbappe Lutin's army. This is what Peonuane statistics or Nuane Brawa Barman last season was not too good a season for him. Even with that, for the first time playing the La Liga, he won the Pichichi Meboa. He gave Real Madrid goals. Yeah. So teams you are no more any goals or confidence, you know. We will see him in tougher games that he will give his all. Hat-trick against this team. That is what top players do. And now Hurricanes say, nah, you are a player that you came to work. So I think that what Mbappe is giving Real Madrid, what he is doing, if so about to also say yeah till the end of the season, Real Madrid will be Papa BJ our season him being the Champions League. Let me put it here clear, being the Champions League 2026 World Cup. France will definitely come to the World Cup. Looking at Deschamps, you know how we see building a team, no, or a very good team. In the World Cup, no mean who you cry himself France bet me him or man baby probably the same is there on bet me drew. If Real Madrid win the Champions League and he gets to my and as my friend France to the semi-finals of the World Cup next year, probably he will be taking the Ballon d'Or or whatever to the engage. Imagine he wins the Champions League with Real Madrid, win the Ballon d'Or and everything. You see what he's saying?
More pens or 20.
They come one way we able. They can be here for fun. I say be no yere tenama wo wi na de aka chiri bia na ya ni je aka ayi That trophies, no net trophies are what the best scare Real Madrid. This is Real Madrid that we are talking Champions League. So what should you never be saying Papa we nearly Tino young person over retire in terminal. Because we have mistake. Now retire somebody why and also referee Madina Sua. Or maybe you cheap pass.
Only a record we did or Mumba could have true. That record we Ronaldo 141 goals in it. That record
Pam as a Mbappe inferior way. Goals here was she. Team ya boy. See ya no becono. Nasty names on one time granting a Vien channel of Becona Gusa record will come simple.
Ronaldo records in and said Ronaldo record. Nay, bear for pound as our record. Because we. Well, next 10 years, next 10 years I will be breaking.
I rate at which I can't Mbappe goes on the but the Champions League in the day. We saw the mommy Chama Ronaldo because the kind of goals he's giving. Just look at the 60 goals for Real Madrid. Even when I say prime Ronaldo, probably I may be mistaken because 89 games in 60 goals as compared to Ronaldo Diano. You love to see Mbappe play.
Always
the reason why always I see him as a complete player. This is a player that will adapt City so well into a position that you're familiar with. He needed to be talked to or adapted to the system, and now as a number 9 he is giving goals from Wales. One of Crown watch goals. Dembele is one of our new fletcher, but no nice no my yiga. Now it depends who beat players menumians no watch go. The same thing is to Abrante and Mbappe. So now my goals now 4.
Me numbers for Madrid no
no understand that. Yes, one you. Hey, no understand that. These are the numbers for Kylian Mbappe in Real Madrid and as at Real Madrid. Because could look at the numbers, the goals, they are scary. But I saw more at his age, playing for Real Madrid, giving this form of a performance, I saw more here. To go, some people in the city here. Let me do quickly and then do a year. Maybe Antonio Conte, me papa, Antonio Conte, looking at him, the name he's made for himself in winning leagues. He's won 6 league titles, 1 in England, 5 in Italy. And Italy, it goes across 3 teams: Juventus, Inter Milan, Napoli. England with team FN Chelsea. So looking at him, when it comes to league, he's shown that he's a master of that game. Winning leagues ain't a problem for man. But when it comes to winning Champions League, play even good and going to far as you can in the Champions League, you want to know achievement he's got in the European football. It's not something that is very good for Antonio Conte. Antonio Conte are paying the dues when it comes to playing in league games. When it comes to winning league titles, he's shown, in fact, he is a good manager. Now, what he needs to do for Napoli is to go find the Champions League. You don't fancy Napoli to win Champions League, but you fancy them to have a result that sounding results, because they've got a manager that he's shown clearly when it comes to winning the league, he's a master of it. If you can give consistency over a 38-week period, winning leagues for 6 times and winning for 4 different teams or so, he needs to win something for a team FN and Napoli or even another team in Europe, because he's really done well. He's really paid his dues and so domestic league. But for the cup games, minimum the approach I would come. But today I expect him to give something that is very good. Paris Saint-Germain and Barcelona. You will say, the players that they saw my game I didn't know or Dropper can be. But these are 2 managers that they come with systems. They don't care who is available, who is not available. They do with system. It's the more reason why the limited resources say what Barcelona no. Hansi Flick at media here, Juma, because he deals with system. When you fit into my system, you can give me the result that I need. That is the same thing Enrique is using at team of Paris Saint-Germain. About systems. When the system is something that you can fit in, you are going to give your all in this game. Because we are going to watch one of the games that whoever controls the midfield, whoever will be effective will carry the day, regardless players no money available. No. Look at Paris Saint-Germain. Marquinhos was more, Dembele more, Doué more, but still the system will come, and if the system functions, they will definitely get something out of this game. But look at the midfield battle today. When you have Dion, who will pair, they have the technical abilities, and even maybe even better in Paris Saint-Germain. Vitinha, Neves, and Abranti here, Fabian Ruiz. These are also able to control the midfield. When you get the ball, you are going to play. You are going to control the midfield. But after controlling the midfield, who is Edgeman on a win? Barcelona win in over 2.5.
Mate, me da se pa wa no dia ne ba e maestro beba na ye run near call ye ni Mauze ni Kobiji. Ozi am say Paul from Takwa, please. I want you crew to help me with this between Harry Kane and Mbappe. Who is on fire now? Say that numbers will go. Numbers almost new. No, Harry Kane was rejecting Mbappe. Harry Kane numbers. No, 9
games, 17 goals.
Now Mbappe is here.
Mbappe. I think Mbappe is around 13 or 12 for 15.
That's only a winner. A current official, Ozyman did nothing without that fake penalty. He would have a 5.5 rating. And we are the last free Arsenal Olympiacos. No, yet you're not so. But be honesty, boy, or the ABOU update you on Barca. I don't know when you're but tell so Walker. Hi, I'm and Kano watching live inside Takwa. Be mine, Fakye Sports, Papa. And the Baby Ramon, we are Ricky Boss, the best afternoon sports. It's on with the professionals watching live from Tafo, California. And the Ramos, I'm Eskimo and watch you live from Prisia. Fakye Sport is fantastic. You're the man on my show. You rum kakana, you ninko, mommy, nimbi, out there, ebe funny idea. But the buyer also no, then some race, ebe babishim. The buyer against Amado de Runtia, and no anti noise. I
don't know, we were castle, we may say, I won't in the boat.
That be that, and only a pomo we neutral, no macan was it. Oh, but what the Abi. Now, some of me a neutral. Tell me, you have to see your goals, no, so shame. Goes next to be a job. Ballon d'Or Roger 2004.
Yeah, and they are not there.
Ballon d'Or Roger 2004. Why, anyway? Why?
At the bottom of the idea, the man Philip Ronaldo here. I think Copa del Rey final.
Yeah. Yeah.
On the way, jump now.
Ronaldo were premier. Yeah.
Since I did now, Ronaldo here.
I see. But you are going.
Have you been Corona Bayern Munich? I'm not sure, say, Senka Nanka Ubin say, the Sun Company about be taking over Bayern Munich. Team know everything are jelly very well currently. I'm not sure Senka could be a bit me in that kind of image about the Sun Company. He did well with them, but there's now watching the style of player. Now or they a coaching edema this particular club or no over. You could clearly see say now he wasn't winning, but then he was playing that kind of style to me, not functioning very well. So even when at the point I was relegation, now Bayern Munich Jumano at the it took Pep Guardiola for him to convince the management of Bayern Munich for say if you want someone. That's a move to me, Pamo Thomas to kill the football club. That's a more penny successor. Just go in for the Sun Company for him to come in and coach for the side of Bayern Munich. And in fact, last season when he came, I was one of these particular few guys that I did not have that belief for the side of Bayern Munich. He failed, especially with the Champions League, when he was not even able to match up in the semi-final route. The last 2 seasons, Thomas Tuchel, Adrian Moko into the semi-finals, and Sana Real Madrid, in that particular competition. In the Bundesliga, he struggles in the quiet time, and Sana Otimi at the other side of Bayern Munich. But this particular season, so we'll check the numbers of the Sun Company at the other side of Bayern Munich. It is exceptional. 9 games, he has had 9 wins, 35 goals, and Otimi Ashe. And the other side of Bayern Munich, and then he has been able to concede less, close to about 8 goals, and with him conceding and Bayern Munich. It's not only about the team. It's brilliant, and how he has been able to formulate a good collective team out of these individual players. It tells you, currently as you speak, he is actually formulating one particular team a bit more competing in most of the competition this season. Yes. Check the form of Hurricane. He has played 9 games and he has scored close to about 17 goals this particular season. Checking the numbers, Michael Olise Diamond in this particular season. Now checking Luis Diaz and even Nicholas Jackson of Chelsea.
Macho Mesaba is a Nyansan technical will be to the Mehena Mabana Yuina Buananiama Akuye Kama pa Etimi Ediamania Diati my Yenhena Yensan Yuina Yerum Nabibia and Kama pa Tiuguso Away. I was a Patrick Yao Amuakun. I was the family watching live from London, Watford, Arsenal the way. Now, Dujima, I was the ABOU. I like the guy who just finished talking now. That was for us. He's my boss, Isaac Opon. Good afternoon, ABOU. I really love the show. My show time. My show. Yako.
So, DIABY, what else as MCC? And even with the number of games, 9 games, having successive 9 wins, 35 goals in the way team Bayern Munich, and then 8 goals conceded in the winner in the last 9 games now about the other side of Bayern Munich. So currently as we speak, Ekame say, so we check some of the clubs of more Europe, are more competing in most of the competition. Now Bayern Munich in one was so, and then if say yeah, both clubs need be doing, that's yeah, Kase ABOU all ranking in order. So my Bayern Munich and 2 into the is actually matching up, not only with the collective team. But so Kasa they are for some of the basic individual players. What team show more for them to form a good team. It tells you say he is doing something wonderful. Check the start of Hurricane. 9 matches that he has played for Bayern Munich this season, he has been able to score 17 goals. One of the best strikers in Europe currently, or what form, and then he has scored huge number particular football club now. So we'll check the Crystal Palace at the time I know 2021-2022 he scored just 2 goals plus 5 assists. 2022-2023 season, he scored 2 goals plus 3 assists. But it was 2023-2024 season for Crystal Palace that he scored 12 goals for them. Season no anquery and Coton the free the of Crystal Palace and then by the Bayern Munich. And when he came in his first debut season, he was able to make close to about 27 goals contribution for Bayern Munich. This is his first season for Bayern Munich. And in Nipa Bakupi Insano and Utimi a properly Michael Olise very well. Sometimes, yani akase players beat me bomb modding in the player improvement individual. Yani akase a one kasa modding, but sometimes the nature of a coach can easily enact the best performance out of an individual player, and that is why Result Company has been able to enact that kind of performance from Michael Olise. Currently, as we speak, he has scored close to about 5 goals for Bayern Munich this particular season, making about 3 assists for them this season. It tells you, say, or no, as an individual, making him as a poster boy in the absence of Jamal Musiala on with Prakot Nancheno. He is keeping the team on his shoulders, making sure say we to share most of the important vital goals for the side of Bayern Munich. Not only him, so we check Luis Diaz, quite no free Liverpool, by the side of Bayern Munich. I would me a control a discipline one making sure say or for me good collective part of Bayern Munich. It is all good to the side of Result Company and how he has been able to prepare this particular team. So I believe say Enron game boy scoring a huge number of goals, making sure so me winning that second game in the Champions League this season. It tells the Result Company is up to their institutions and its game management. And I realize some porous spaces last season not affecting and man lose quite a number of games I believe he has seen those kind of porous spaces, especially with the defensive structure of Bayern Munich, and then he has been able to work on it. So I believe Papa Evans of his own company is doing something wonderful for Bayern Munich this season, and then he needs to be applauded. But DIABY, send me get away from Bayern Munich, let's me back into any matches a bit to me ABOU in the UEFA Champions League. Then I'll actually talk about the side of Barcelona and then PSG, the kind of games a bit to me Atuja in this particular tonight. So now when you're just 6 wins against PSG Football Club, and also you have 5 wins, and the APM media in terms of draws, 4 pen APM. So it tells you, say, in the last games, and that's in the last period 15 games, I team inactive between Barcelona and PSG. It's just only 1 win away per in the 8 course between Barcelona and PSG, and it tells you, say, Barcelona a total dominance over PSG, sir. Just one win in a separated these particular wins. And it tells you, say, at any moment in time, looking at the team across PSG, the Barca team last season, and how he has been able to redevelop some of the young talent currently I speak in the Barcelona team, and how he has been able to make sure so we maintaining the collective nature of Barca currently I speak. I think, say, winning the Spanish La Liga last season, the Copa del Rey, and other vital competitions to be winning, you know. PSG team that was the see and that kind of team, consistency, and they have that kind of culture in terms of the Champions League football na Bono or football club. So we'll check it with Hans Flick. He won it only with Bayern Munich in the year 2021 season. To me, I rate PSG even ahead of FC Barcelona. But sometimes we don't rate most of the forms club. It all goes down to the game management, the tactics and identity Hans Flick, and together with Luis Enrique can easily match up to the field of play and then a bit Marcoso. So we'll check Luis Enrique, the kind of football now Obona. About the 4-2, any moment to make any other opponent. This is a war check here. I'm talking about the 4-2-2 in a way, say the side of PSG 8 channel from the 4-2-2 formation. They can easily play the 4-3-3 formation, and sometimes so me defend here. They played in the 4-5-1 formation in the low block. Me defend it very well. Most of the vital spaces say a Buama PSG, a transition, any progression. It's me very solid. At the moment is the midfielder ball in that particular level. So we'll check the side of Vitinha. No check Fabian Ruiz and the Jao never is controlling FIFA at the side of PSG Football Club. But last season, so most of these midfielders are not more numbers. It was Vitinha and then Fabian Ruiz in the midfield for the side of PSG Football Club. The same way. So we'll check the side of FC Barcelona. Almost strength when it comes to tactical formation with a high pressing system of footballer. Papa reference Hans Flick. As you said, the side of FC Barcelona. They did not the midfield of FC Barcelona, but this time around they have a proper ball career progressor in a sense of Frankie de Jong. And they have someone a bit more controlling and neutralizing most of the passes from the opponent called PSG Football Club into the midfield, and that is Pedri. So we have two basic, midfielders, Akum and Enyumre. Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz, João Neves combined. They can easily give you that good tactical, total dominance football in the centric midfield. But just two midfielders of FC Barcelona can control and they can neutralize, especially with the exceptional qualities of Pedri in the centric midfield of Papa friends Hans Flick in Finfi. He starts every formation with Pedri. And so Pedri betima trigger most of these passes so trigger those passes Nipo betima carry bond is the exceptional person called Frankie de Jong in the midfield of FC Barcelona. I know it's a Barca baby, but it will be a tight, difficult game for FC Barcelona.
No correct score,
3-2 for Barcelona.
Mate, Medase, Meba, na mababe king kaimo message, na mamenko, na minko din komo, Mizen Komona Shasiano. We can credit Chosa de Bakwa, AD Nyampawo Crudiamano, and Namiari, Shenko for one. Yana, ano Edimpa, Dinamamira Modank Nature Healthcare Complex. Maswe na yewe ni komo kakra na nensema odone wono yemfa wura mutimi yemfa ni Mr. Haxon e wo hana mene nkaza obegezi akwa bana bibi aboko nema so ko kama pa etimi ede mana ntutu no so di dayi a bibi a hihye ye pe etimi ede ema monti yewe na yewura na mene nkaza obegezi akwa ba
njo so menua
na bibi e ko kama
na bibi aboko
se mo ba yi so ma ba beboa ma ne omo ano mu ntimi nwo na hu omo hawa aboa mo ma wo emema no so ana ebu adabidwo no ya clear kwan ni mafi amadodo na ejina omo na so die ni nkomo Dank Nature Healthcare maso ye sere niema esi etie na ntoto ni esi
ya aduma ye ntimi nye
no kre
na afi so se opapa
okay
ye kana se ye behu yade na se proper diagnosis na se ye hu se o yade ne eye wei de to so mienu eye edropa ana de to so miensa enso ye aduane a obedi saa no ma miensa we ne kabom na eye holistic healthcare eno ne approach ana se kwan a dank ye fa so a ye se ya de nyina na wo sha asem udi kan enam saa de ho asem eno kre kuma de se wo ba dank nko ani ba bia se wo de enam saa de ba won san fanko abiri bia ne ta se enam saa de ne sam enti se malaria
eno kre
ene yade aka ye test wa ye hu se ebia ye wa akoto abroad drugstore a wonom ya na eko enye saa na tie sentia ye kan sa ne se apom your friends eku a hwe wiase nyina ya pom ba se aduasa num ani atwi na sa aduasa num atwi no ni nyina hu susu aso ana se de your friend symptoms no ese pa enti se ebi chi wa nkasa as a lay person no unhunu se ewei ana se ewei na de ehu kro na se mmoa no ba be kenya mo masoro afa yetu ase a edu bi no mo yi me ko to edu no me num ya se ko doc ene sa pagya ye ene ye kese anu e bibia ye fe no resistance a ye hunu se enam se hade ye wa ko ba bi a ye betima boa wo ba bi ti se Dank Natural Healthcare Complex a ye nim ho adwuma a ye expert a ye sasa ya de no no be obusa se sa enam se hade se eba me so a de nsusuaso na mehu ana se symptoms na ye de ne de enam se hade se eba wo so a ejina enam se hade kro na enam se hade ni bi wo no ma eba wo so a unhunu hwe nti nyamya nim nukrani ana ye ta ka se empempen no eya na wo se wo ye test ahodo enkenkan ne se afenisha ase foforo a obetima ye se oba be ye bibia ye frɛ no STI panel ye kan se ai patche se enam se hade ni nyina obeba me hwehwe mogam se de hin na wo bie de hin na wo ni bie na ekwan be so ye befa so a ye beboa se wo bia ye betu ase na enam se hade hu susu aso no de di kan pa se wo ye be ma dia na wo ta hu pa ne se enam se mema ye dwunso twa no wo kakra 15 cm ni nti abiri bia enam se hade beba be ma ho ade obedi kan hu ni kanen pa ne se ne be ma mu se mu be keka
okay
afen susu se mu akeka na emu be ne ya se mu anya ne ya se bi so odwonso a obo se na moja kakra ewom ebi wo so a wadwonso awie no obo se na nsuo pa ba bia ebe kwa atake pa eye bibia fe no afiti na emma bio obi wo so a ne de no obo se eba 1 day pe and 2 days pe obo se na atwa ade wo se ka 5 days and 6 days no obo se na akwakoye be 1 day and 2 days obi wo so ne de no onya bibia fe no sporting na te se emma kra esoso gum kakra bi na atwa sa nipa no obo so de nsa mmia na ya se ho a na bibi hye wo dendenden yadi kan ka se enemu sa ade timi de bibia fe no cervical cancer ebre enua ma
okay
wo ye be ma so a impotency and say sebi o be ma ontimi wo eno so ewo ho eno ne the leading cause of impotency in males STIs and say enemu sa ade eno timi ye ka se emani nru ho ansa kwa na wo pe enwo akire kwan and say ho asem aka nti bradank ya so ye ne ye mo me nua ma mfa numbers no entudwa the numbers no 0244 01 75 56 0244 01 75 56 and I say 0266 59 33 0266 59 33 kai who said Dank ye adwuma nyina free trade ehọ na yaso ye no ewo eye oboaso kwan so a ho ne di adwuma nyina free Dank yaso ye no eye ba ko pe de o trade ne pe say tia ne say ye mpese obeba ne aka che o say week we the doctor woni ha okọ Takrade branch ana say okọ Accra branch ye nyina che say expert ni nyina ebu faako a ye beboa na yade a wo de beba no ye behwe na ye betu ase na me nua me de kwa wie ye no nyame ya adoma efiada eba ya on the 3rd na me menda on the 4th of October ya ayesimu ye free screening e wo Dank ya so ye se enam se ade ne bi wo so onim obi a ebi wo no so wan kasa oje bia oba ye behwe ne ya test ahodo e wo se ye wo nyina ne afese sa ya do a ye kikakikan ebi wo mujama na ase ebi nim so ehu hia pa ye hu de enam se ade ya manfo bebre obi wo no a nano achia wan hwe obeka se wanya stroke aso enam se ade ye wo case sa ye hu se enam se ade ama amanfo adwen ho akasa bi na se nipa no obi wo ma obodam na ye fi se bia enuboni bi na okonom ye na so ba ko hwe mu na ye enam se ade na aye no obi wo ma na ni e se nyina ye enam se ade na akofa sa no ma nyina abre no ye wo case so a amanfo ebrebo asai eye happy ye betime abo atu ase afa so obi beka se bia Dank de enam se ade nko ano me hu adwuma enye sa na tie ye san so ye yanwa bebre hu adwuma enkanka ne bibia fe no chronic diseases obi wo no ma yade aye no no wode akini aye wu enkanka ne de nipa won se de hu yade a aye no once obi wo no ma wo yare ono anim se wo yare but okwa ye se hwe nya no wo sa nipa no bradanka so ye mfidie stronko a ye betim dia diagnose because ye wo yare ni bi wo no ma se eche wa wan hwe obeka se obi na ye wo
no kre
se ye hu yade no yade no ye wo akase wo ho no ma eta che manfo nti adopter for de bia no ani adwen wo sa side ho but in case one be here wa who research any and who nsem no e kakra bi yenta end diagnosis aya de na obi amfa na adwen ko ho nti ye wa hwe ye odobeko ba bibebe ubetu sika akase bebre anso so ye hu yade kro nya ka chew ana ho nse na eno na me enter na me kasa vitiase na wa ye betim dia diagnose nya hu yade kro nti ye hu yade kro a afei aduru a ye dupa na afei so aduane a wo se wudie ehu hia pa de bia na se me ni nipa bi nkomo ana me kasa nipa bia ni wiase a ya hoto benya bi
no kra
nti ye wo yade bi wo no ma se ewo ho a na udi aduane bi a wan hwe ya wunya hoto enso na aduru a bia wo no na keye kebesa wo yade enso aduane a wudi ni amwo ama se amwo ama wayaresa no ansipi eno no epa ho a ye besa so chewo aduane a emfata se wudie ye chewo aduane a wo se wudie no e wo se chewo aduane a emfata se wudie ebise eno so ehu hia pa obi ono ma aduane bi a odi anase bi a aduane a eni kwan se wodie no odi eka ho wache nse de obedie no ebi a si the fruit yesi on the fruit no obedi fruit a sai dipa na ebi a cholesterol na akoso yesi on the fruit pa na so sai dipa no san so e ba ya chi so ahu fruit no de nkeye ene aduane wo se wodi but aduane eni kwan se wodi e aduane a ye anwo aduane ya ne bi ye fa deep fry na chese ya chi ama nwana komudodo wo so na cholesterol e wo so yi so ahu enu tira de bia ye hepatitis no eni kwan se odi fruit bebre adentia fruit no se ekoni paduane mu a eye brebo no ene be hu adwuma adane ne bibia e fa no fructose ansa na akọ moja ni mu na moja no so daada no ama akọ bibia e fa no glucose nti se brebo no ho ka utadi fruit a na wo hepatitis a se problem kese e na wo pa ma ho so fruit ye di sa chechire we nyina sa techniques we nyina se woni ma obeka say oh doctor say I need fruit bebre na na bebo mama me ho atome enso na wo hepatitis
do wante ya fa number de bi ne enko emre so
ya numbers no 0244 01 75 56 0244 01 75 56 and answer 0266 029 33 atiefo ani ahwefo nyina kan hu say ya numbers nyina ya WhatsApp lines obi won ma akwai test bi o person the images bi e chere doctor so a obetimi e di afa ho say o person o bad dank aso ye na wo so folai wo tech anase wo kejetia na wo ba eno anse obefa trade car wo fa trade car na wo se obesi wo trade junction unye si won ma buso bia se o hwe dank for no aso ye so ofi obo ase dunkwa na be kwa so na e ba unya fo kejetia car anu aka che driver na metini ni se obesi e wo trade junction unye si won ma obuso obia se o hwe dank for na so ye a obia ebe che obebi a ye wo afenso wa okura wa wo car so na wo isu abefo Google Maps e bia obetimi abo a shem dank natural health complex maps no edoba abesi yabobo ano pe
Walter, mera se party Mr. Haxon no ma me nyewe kakra kinkan message kakra zana madam wona wa pija mu ntime patro train kakra ma me. Mbappe is a very good player, no doubt about that. But Vinicius Vargas ensusu hanani. Harry Kane ne Holland mo kra no scoring 5 goals against Kairat Almaty is like getting one corner kick against PSG. Matter for Asantu, they can't do this against they can do this against the smaller teams. Na Omushia yen why? And I was also father. Please, good evening. Please, yesterday I predicted that Real Madrid will score 5 goals and it's done. Today to Barcelona 2 PSG 1. Yes, you son of ABOU DIABY Aziz Morgan, the morning man from ABOU 4 near the day Ebai. And I was there, good afternoon. I love you sport. I was there, I'm happy for watching you live from a Joso Krapa taxi driver, the famous one. Yesterday was my birthday, so belated one call and farmer the famous one. ABOU, hope you and the team are doing well. Missing you guys, but Evers, I like his shades. You guys are good. Keep pushing. The sky is your starting point. Pastor Ike, Papa, good afternoon. Mbappe is a very we know my dick about my akana. We know. I was wow. I'm Edison watching the show live from Ketampo. Keep up the good work. I was Walai Ricardo voice sweet me pow. And all the fire emojis in the room. Fakye sport papa. So good evening, ABOU. The last time I told you there is no way Arsenal will sell Saliba to Madrid. You doubted me, but that day, Arsenal Arsenal now is not like Arsene Wenger's time. Please let your panel members do combine 11 between Arsenal and Chelsea. Watch you live from Wakiki's barbering shop. I just saw Besiase from Pablo. Pablo, player they are extending a contract. I don't just want to move you. Now, Munya Botre. Now, Benji Francis said, well, yesterday I told you that there will be more goals. Surely it came. Only Liverpool and Chelsea killed us. Greetings to the MC of Achuman Wabija South, Honorable Wisdom, Osebo Amokunkom, and on the Ramo, and I saw Oze, Mr. Abuhum. While Liverpool take do me pa over 0.4 elon from Sogakope, Galatasaray is making noise. They should wait for Chelsea. They will smell good. Yoreba Ebe Ramono and near commander. There's a war central whole baby, but maintain that. Or the mamma momeba. Meba be kind ya can draw so part. Yeba apa me if you are penalty test in office no atwa so yeba sisia. Mama Kwaba be mere ba juma de kese no so still yera so tima yebo juma kama pa etimi ede emamo tu akwenya za obe join ye no waba aba be boa na hye no ada yi kama so no etimi ede ama na bibia akọ yeba na afisem na to asere ama but me hye nsem no asedia ma me hye ase na me Ghana mrantia ebo ejuma ewo ama no na ye ni nkomo akra na over the weekend no do wadi chemo gi omo league ni ma kaze Monday 6 akwari apemni Brantia ye friend Abdul Fattah Hamidu and any obujma edema Rio Sat Bobo Kuno one Chimogia. Now the woman is it. And as you omo league, you know, Madi 6 in a query premium on finest 11 no ya name on woman. Ches and Pamodern more money adiano Eden Papa. We can remember Berus dad Bobo Kuno. Na Oro GN League no mo ene da kan nti we name say omontwe mu nduhwe binkun fa so no ne dawa wa boni gisi ne kama kapo ex-player ma Lions ene obojme de mamedia to Hamidu Fatau na uzampa ene anemu ne after map disease wogia omo league eni mu no finest 11 players no ne de na kan webwa ma ne amadeda ye pe timi de mantie za pepe ene sietia ye di monsem no ewrama timi de ma yemfi ore enkonkodi nkomo Henry Asante Chume kasa Edemade Ghana Football Association. Nani, our paying din komo di kano yebisa no on dabe ena ye squad announcement no eba. See no abomodi achechi mu.
Like I said, they will all be engaged in different games with their respective clubs this weekend. Those who play on Saturday are expected of their players to report on Sunday, and then a few others will join the rest of the team on Monday. Depending on the number of home-based players who make the cut, they will also depart Ghana with the rest of the technical team, hopefully this weekend, and join the entire contingent in Morocco. So those are some of the pertinent discussions that have been held. His squad, he has defended the squad, and so hopefully by close of this week the squad will be made public, and then the rest.
That's your lawyer command wa bomodi etimeda to get manema kuna ye ko Mexico Canada US 2026 then he expect your squad nim see no so bomodi chemu mai.
I am unaware of the players, even though I have a fair idea those who are likely to make the squad, because mostly we do not make wholesome changes. It will be completely new, set of players and what have you. But I think that based on my discussions and previous incidents, we shouldn't expect too many changes, to the squad that represented Ghana in the last games against Chad and Mali. It's possible that.
Until no get commodity to ya, say and shed and ye be on India, but on your shows as the second baby run baby. Never no my saying city and he found on Beko Aquaco prepared of game and Central African Republic at the Babuan, seen and so Jemuche.
The game is at 4. Various discussions have been held. I can tell you that there is a proposal that the players report to Morocco instead of Accra, and because we do not have enough time to prepare for the game. Imagine these players who play on Saturday and Sunday. The earliest time we expect the players to report will be Sunday, and then the last batch of players are also expected on Monday, and the game is on Wednesday. So if they report to Accra, what it means is that you have to fly them to Morocco, either on Monday or Tuesday. And some of them will be flying as far as Los Angeles, or maybe Switzerland, Belgium, France, Turkey, Russia, and then they arrive after long hours of flight, and then the next day or two you have to put them on another flight and send them to Morocco. So the last discussion we had, the proposal is that we rather meet in Morocco instead of meeting in Accra before we go to Morocco, and that is what is
happening. I know your command Henry Asante Chuma Bomodi after now some my time on ne game no one share no the Ramtino players and then Magana ha on make sure Morocco abo Central African Republic game ne we answer na aba be Rama to CC on here Comoros game no na ya boy the feel na any time and I'm not remember game no so no see eno di on commodity.
The game is at 4 p.m., so it's late afternoon. It's at 4 p.m. in Jeddah in Morocco. As we speak, we have an advanced team in Morocco, so we are not taking things for granted at all. We are leaving no stone unturned. We've been talking to our colleagues in Morocco. We've been in constant touch with our embassy in Morocco. Personally, I have friends at the Moroccan embassy, so Moroccan Football Federation that I've been talking to. We've exchanged a number of correspondence in terms of how the weather behaves during the afternoon and in the night. And so our preparations and our planning will be based on facts and data and not conjecture. We've had an advanced team in Morocco since Monday. And so before the team arrives, we will know exactly what to expect and exactly the weather situation, and that would definitely inform our thinking, our planning, our approach, and
na Jezebel Kosu Ghana and World Cup qualifier Munkomo Roma AFCON 2026 na Jezebel Mo Medin Komo na Komo we didn't see no then say no abomo de die after rain no.
It's two things. We prepare them mentally, psychologically, that they need to be very focused throughout the 90 minutes and then try as much as possible to make sure that they don't commit early mistakes like we've done in our previous games where we had a red card and conceded early goals. Once they are able to do that and then we travel into the game, they will be able to get their confidence and then play. Tactically, we realize that the Nigerians, their number 4 is the jersey number 4, which is the defensive midfielder. He's the link man. He tries.
I'll more get commodity to ya, but I'll be meditated. Is as in Korana come pay dear. Then you might be also quite the mono. And go any idea remedy among. But I know yes in Chimo or I'm a Koraman Kuti, the public relations at a ministry no. Koma where dear fast answers and Moyenti, Nensen Kakrock at the chair. Sa ni nkwada ani mu fie dun so mo pay die ne ne me wo se rom no en confirm mo ni nti sem ne kakra.
Let me also state the national under-17 Sano Mekon all expenses as far as the team is concerned. I'm saying Komo Edaso road back say yes, your budget but is there a way for us to seek corporate support? So I'm saying we are still waiting for that response as far as established budget is concerned. We are not saying the entire budget by corporate Ghana. Certain aspects of the budget could we seek corporate sponsorship? That was the response from the ministry. Checks from the FNA, the Finance and Administration Directorate of the ministry, suggested that budget meant by all right. All the budget line items, GFA, DIABY is there, but the status of the ministry is that we ensure some aspects of budget, each man will be every corporate Ghana.
Until more command a pin perfect backbar, Tanko. Or non head of public relations Ramo Ministry no Masia or Dinchimuno etimi ede amaye de wonsem no erametimi ede amaona kuma pim group no krobia kuma sia asante kotoko ne kuma pim WhatsApp group omo a confirm say bibia de dia omo e was special donation bi obedi ama krobia nyambo akuma baba sponsor omo game omo ene pando Heart of Lions the bebo any so exactly 1 p.m. pepe and on that donation area my team no na boa na ne makoyi peda mo na ADB so no abomo de assign a partnership as in number na mo madi na mo baba be on partnership ebeboa na o ma be on partners na aboa ma nema adeda yi kama pa so etimi edi amount ntini na no enkomo ebobo ede ba ye de ho nsem ne ura metimi edi amount ne de eko so special brother room but me nyam de as can fight so this is ankomo no na di ne last time no mo de kuku ram o cars no ye zo mo babu na efa de ho potin
Convention for a petition cast about if a Congress calls so 12th of August or Prime Minister they feel say any maybe or and pay into or say cast ebamuna obebo Congress nigu any man and pay no on rectify and say on besan aye ni no na omode ho asem call cast na the counter we must send we be ama now as production say wait me check here no so na mo dey ato so my who say the courtesies of King Faiz and so release am so we be o mo dey call say even case ne crack cars and ten so na pay o mo we na me dey ama production me nim so wait me dey ato so they also say say among extra the command cars say on the 7th of and on the 7th and a cars respond on the 7th of month is when no dey ato the 7th of this month and omo ebiti if in our respondent no meti ni side of the story so we don't know who is telling us the truth lawyer ba lawyer we dey tell when e nche so be the last time you knew the nkomo ha about King Faisal case or representative as a council mo dey call down court of arbitration for sport you can kind dey ma bebre e won 10 times say bi mu say King Faisal case na council about to bi mu say enye no kre ye dey call law school boy and crowd na na monte so me so say what will be details na e woman an kasa te say
And you know, in fact, DFA don't grab only father response to case. I think our response may be sometime late next week. There will be at the online and now almost spreading information. Unfortunately, because areas here over time, if you spread this information on time, will expose you. And the crowd will be fair. You busa cast say and on any believe na emu ba kono ye busa more towards the end of the case. And you know, Osha cast mromo under Rule 37 anka upe I say temporary injunction and also stay of execution now. Okay, idea over filing a separate. Now I will make you argument. But we were thinking more towards the end. But it doesn't affect the outcome of the case. Like I said, no. Filing a case, no. GFA normal responded to that part of which is the temporary measures, no. I say we were not even thinking about that, they responded, and I think could make a decision because we can't Rule 37. I know it requires an application. We didn't file any application for temporary relief. But like I said, no, we take everything in stride because at least you won't be as someone and some people home are the DFA about the car, you will be a modern bucket. Say, and then we should respond. But the current on the almost respond to the actual case. And I don't see how the journalists will put out there say cast book case. It's not right, and it needs to be yes, because football, yeah, I'm a football not for me. Now, more journalists, the more we give pieces of information, you know. When I don't even understand why somebody would do that.
My two explanation now say my final question na yajawa muwako. So they now say Neo Senka still of execution no air on a different sheet. Amuye ni mi nubuma yakwa say no off no. Ema muye mu nhemu say ebia mukesi enko say dem openo.
First of all, let me correct you. We were thinking, say, you didn't kunimwa. Will be in the because they released the ABOU. The GF and the there will need to be some reforms. In that interim period, cast at the table to Ubia, so not Ubianco, na Enco that's what I said. I didn't say I never said that. To respond to your final point, you were every time on cast. Answering a double pass, I think I'm around. I said near course. I say evidence is clear. And son, I cast. This is not because we know anything personal, and that will be. And all person will take, there be. And then idea, you have a rush of blood to your head and you do something via any as well. This is not that type of case, and this is not that type of time. We are very confident in our substantive case. And like I said, with time, we will be vindicated.
Lawyer say.
In the South, they're also on the 7th. And I'm saying, they're also on the 7th.
Yeah, well. A letter and ask some way to CAS. We've been told this on the 7th of October 2025, and CAS respondent and I'm here and say in the way no adeba. I'm saying say after that, ABOU be free mobile. I mean, your calculation is me saying on the 7th now, but I know say it's coming up. I understand you. Thank you. On the 7th of this month.
Okay. All
right. So yeah, that's an over.
All right.
No, you come Kokodi from King Pfizer or Australia, no. Na was here na yene Nepin Pa, your friend Ivan Salasi, Adika Esquire, lawyer, Edema King Pfizer na. Chibo no de mai near dia. Those beja. Mati, but I was a summer test so I confirm is Eric Kwabna Queen. Me team no, and the Oma appointing as Ombra, and the Bridgeman for Mama coach. He has in the Omanimo for no, no money be Juma. Now, what's our form you team no, and Oma Bridgeman. The project events and go is my business. And the Kuma and the Obana Yij money any year, be Maudin says, yeah. Mazi new be jail, be with the ABOU Kutas on the thing so. Nah, okay, na see you Gani Lambert. Yeah, not don't know more players. Then you see,
so under 19, so I am such a said and run here now. Karela coach, former Summer Test and former Kim Faisa Nuruddin, and under 19 every year, and the new head coach for Ghana in U19. To honor the Bay Jumana Park for coach, deputized as the assistant coach now. Eric Bequin and so Akan was another assistant. Bequin is another appointment. Who's another deputy? Last we need to Hamza of Tamale City, but now the Nakwa assistant too. The Park for current coach will be the assistant for Ghana U19. Now Nuruddin Amadou, I am the head coach for Ghana under 19. So anyway, updates now.
Mate, Shim Kakre na Okune Mama Shomobrana Yana. Say my friend for the Bema Memon. Kim Faisa ne omon sem no de ye betwen omo 7th October say Sunday first me boy aka sees this nyame enkuya ye wo ha ya first part na aka say tiaso no aka sem na nka senti entwen omu di wi na e ba abontia de ye wo kan ne yaka sisi ade e be jan za na akoda say this ma me mo prosper na teugum ne under 17 team na ba so ndo ameka wo ha say I think that with the moment to be they will be able to put everything in them to go get the results. Say I qualify, my boy. You secure qualification to the finals at the same time as I qualify for under 17 for no or more AFCON. So good news for prosperity and then Kwadano. I don't want to talk about side issues, no, and then the MA a war and no bonus encoy. I am not a hammy. When we young Kwada, we should not want allow these things. Say ebe wura omutrimu sikasem ene hwan but ministry no spokesperson asem na okan no I'm finding it very difficult to understand. Say budget na if the body fa nkwada no ho no omahwemu na omo sike for corporate assistant ewo portions bi ene ade no omutimi de abo ho ka kwaku enduru even 10% of Black Stars budget. Black Stars budget ne ba no quick yenya sika e dey afan ne Black Stars no ye fan do mama makwa akobo because e World Cup qualifies ye be ko America nkofo be ko bi ni ade but they drew nkwada na ye nature omo be ye Black Stars for in future na ya to omo agagam Kwekusa foundation ma me borrow former vice president na asem if the fundamentals are weak exchange rate will keep on exposing as they expose on one kasa no. The truth is that say ya nye foundation na ye fundamentals ni ya ye koye nim exchange rate ne say ebedru time nkwada we benyini abedru time mbo Black Stars na de beto ye ne say ye qualify kwa AFCON say de Morocco ye nko bi no de beto ye ne say ye nko World Cup say de Russia 2018 ya nko bi no ti ye be ye ne ma ye nye ni ye na foundation no ye nhihye ni ye. Nobody is saying sometimes kakase bi anfa kwa bana kwada no but obi ntimi nkodi baby $150 meboa na mo se am mo feeding $80 enkwada we pay dem enduru $100 but eno de ye nya emfa mo how many days are they spending there? I think that the FA any ministry ni nyina should be proactive enough when it comes to yen youth no because we money yen dachi ochina bi Pate mu ni ho Jordan mu ni ho Kudus mu ni ho Benjamin Asari mu ni ho a eye Kagawa mo ene wadamfo no yawo den omo na ebe bo Robinho yawo mu omo na ebe bo ye national team no ye pay attention to them ye making sure say ye ma enkonkoye omo so o ma anya hwe na den omo ye nkwada ntie nja omo sa penifo no kra na ye ma omo sika no manfo ya nkwa afko nkwada we ye ma omo hwe. They are playing for the national flag. They are playing to defend Ghana. And they already qualify kwa AFCON no. Almost sign will find us. I hope he say Ometima left the trophy there, but a coming Kwadia. The right thing should be done before the final match. Not motivating quite a moment your trophy no. And from referee. Go on the Black Stars. Finals. Semi-final now. Nigeria. Semi-final. Nigeria. This is finals. Kwaku on Black Stars. I think the explanation now. Mr. Hart. Every penny Eddie Amen. To be very honest,
me what problem with FIFA and after September October international break you become 4 games in there from some a period of 2 weeks to 3 weeks near more matches it is better than say Omobeko 1 month later no massinya but what players na nkasa and I think that a match on Wednesday to play a important game players never start a report on Saturday Sunday odo omoba Ghana and so assign Edward Makwa to some extent Brand Bedos ya nya careful ye nya kwan kra training so set players near Sambo Morocco to maybe I want to fly direct no aba Morocco no aba prepare for the game we are near fly omunyina back to Ghana and I think that is the best model and if it my the okaya ema maniji how proactive the FA any ministry na aye about games with any importance or matter just say the game is on Wednesday but Monday this week Wednesday next week by Monday this week na advanced team adin kan o Morocco to make sure they go get the grounds well settled. Because you are waiting opponent, and so away from home. But they in the home. They will be there in time to get everything done. Once one contem, now what gets it yourself acclimatized to near maybe one who the ins and out of baby alcohol match na tomorrow's match na ya any party. I'm upiati. Conform more I'm reporting based on that. You train say be a coach and a squad but hopefully by Friday be an American squad na chairman. I think that you need or more. To be very honest with you, born I a ball last match, me sure say you be 2 or 3 abros why 2 new faces. So be a woman. I don't think that you mean a holistic changes our squad locally. As a stance that be ABA Black Stars #1 anyway because Ghana na be nimno. Say look, they are free local player. Be aside Benjamin aside come camp na league news no.
That na kotoko coach kaza beta mo born ya na omo form ni hwe hoso hwe ade because our form pa.
He's doing well. Akakra onyere no ho. Onyere no ho obo kakra kan ho to timinya work ne bobo ni ya ebia obetimi anya we league no so on keep on with the momentum. He's doing well. And obey.
Ma onyere
no ho kakra.
My
story out here no. Na on say kotoko bo bae no yemu bi e bom abaso body and so do almost fata I was here bom abaso because of say oko Kwara na uko winning against Kwara United you need to be applauded but ye bom abaso no against the Moroccan side of Mokwakoshi no it should be a straight win DIABY Sa kind of football in the Accra Sports Stadium no. We don't want to see it again. Match in Yendru and me kind of straightforward say na me dey catcha e dey amomo. We don't want to see that kind of football again. Kotoko needs to win against the Moroccan side.
Enye 10-10
Hey, Debbie.
Match abe bono.
Debbie, in terms of me kind of low to
16-17 days. Only match is in. Obo league match one pe. Ya butrema kai visite. Na de mu ye maestro. Ya na mo central for mo hard game power. Ya mo pressure bi.
What's your pressure? DIABY.
Ya mo nya butrema no. Your game ya.
What's your pressure?
Game ya will come. Game ye do. Anadu.
Oh, 16-17 days. Yeah, prepare.
Timunya butrema no.
Yeah, prepare.
Oh, and all the we ni o Nigeria for.
Na no kotoko e qualify. Skasa na kotoko nyai.
Tamam tizeni is your special bonus ya. Observe na is $500. Ibisa na mse aba me nimsa kuma. La me asa na me.
So what I say, so Kotoko we need to go group stage now. Look at the kind of money Kotoko Besanso as a club. And these are some of the revenue maybe share in the Kotoko be qualify. That Kotoko they are stabilizing football club. So against the Moroccan side no, we don't have anything to lose. We have to win. Kotoko needs to win. 17 days and our 16 days 17 days into me poso kakra emrewo me be poso kakra me ni bedru a e be sackage na so but DIABY yen country o twin brother and say ade and so on me no me one particular about his development won say obesom the Kotoko and then he did very well at the time at 2008 ope that golden era of Kotoko recently anomoje the Ghana Premier League or more compete or African he was part of it but also sometimes the legend that we have in our football no Omo former clubs na ya no mo bono. Omo former nyehwe ya na ya me ya. You understand? Eric Kwabena last moment in his career, Eric Kwabena Bekwin would have become one kind of strikers that to me, you know, Ebianke, ye body dia, you compare with Asamoah. We compare him with this guy Asamoah between Ghana Black Stars, Matthew Amwa. Yeah. You see, we compare him with those kind of strikers within our football team. But a free football scene Moko, you know, need someone to coach the strikers at least. We are a legend of the football club. So when you're Eric Kwabena Bekwin, that's all back Kotoko, not what say Abetamwa. At yes, 1 year. Abetamwa, they are prepared by the Amano. He has been in that particular position before. And whether you like it or not, in terms of experience, Obi, you know, a bang Eric Kwabena Bekwin since 2008.
Foreigners in Inaka.
Oh.
I mean, my question I'm this me Kobo be adding me say foreigners in Inaka.
Make a local players, no.
Oh, okay.
Other says, oh, pass back. Make a local players.
Now, who do you come on? I mean,
make a local players.
The question I be this was
me who quality striker, the pedigree, no, Eben Eric Kwabena. Abranti, no, he is doing very well. Apart from so retired from football, he is doing very well. Etikawe Kotoko, big platform. More for Abranti Wimbra. So now I'm for Amos Frimpong at the Naba. He is doing well as a technical person for Kotoko. Oshi plays new crime. This person too also help Kumasi and Kotoko, and he is a legend. And the Kotoko no, it's a legend. The back club no, that's some more tries, some more boa crampa. Yeah, not club no more. And then Rebecca ko yeju more Samates. Ya, because his own club his own or making sure say or bet the boys nejuma. Hey, last time your ball Car United one. Look at the chances are Kotoko for SA anymore. But at least you have strikers coach Eric Bekwin. Abon wabu bida. As what say Abetamwa say Masawunya Bona Putochia who that striker I forgot the name. Donzo, right? Donzo is a good striker. But with a little amount of time and winyano. Any chance that Donzo are saying no, when you come now Bekwin that's what direction is a Masabona or Boni and Bona Saboni say ya. Obedi so. Checking the number of strikers who more Kotoko. All those Kwame Pokube a less striker currently Kotoko matches are big matches who decided in Makotoko. But Kotoko here a legendary status of Eric Kwabena Bekwin to coach the strikers and of course Samates. Now now most strikers probably know what's Samates.
That is disrespect.
Disrespect is Samates.
Mean disrespect to everything good to come to Kotoko.
Other teams did not want to.
Oh, mean disrespect to
what was Amra boy that? What was Amra boy? What was Amra boy that? What was Amra boy?
Mako countless times.
Project Omoye no. Who teams are kissing no. Omunyibi. Kwagu. So you dancing. Ejuma edumona kamone the club where ne paya ba omo ye was kumono masa omo mean business o
DIABY
Samates
whether they mean business or not me what I'm trying to say
no that's the twisan says
Machiasa
na mo kose
Machiasa
na ka to mo so kafra o kan bi
omo kose but DIABY enkomo ne say Kotoko wo hono na Samates wo na me as a football pundit me too Kotoko for say omunkofa Eric Kwabena Bekwin number striker school from Kotoko. Kotoko deserve better.
No, but Kotoko for Samates deserve better. Management Samates na management take his the premise so much play.
Kotoko deserves better.
I'm surprised you guys are having this convo about Maestro position.
Yeah.
Maestro, he's always been a Kotoko bias. And he's told he's a Kotoko fan.
You don't
disrespected Samates and also one train sign. Anyway, but I was saying, these things baby free band yes, not no be any interest. Ntino no be why ya na yatimi ahu se dey sit here. Mo say last so that is how it's supposed to be. Obi any priority a no de ohun ne nioma opese odi the business. Nioma opese ha dey head dey. the kuku sound alive in it here. In Emma ministry now, and why not?
No, but Uze ono edu bibia, and an uncle for say near my bipriwa. But Uze Adeba Kubu one, buy a national team media teach you the Black Stars. Meaning that American what I say. A year day are mono, a you mubiano. And yet the same thing, Yerebema, your national team, Tina Debias, one as footballer be Casa. Or Casson can't see the bubble or police. Man, sure, the Black Stars, no, where they are,
Sana Black Stars in the Bay. Never for yourself because we've decided not to invest in the you don't want to move because you got a fan crop, but not Williams, you won't move my
Biromoye.
Have you known here for Mambi?
Oh, they Mambi. Oh, Zema class is when you name someone you're Spain for. The house here, now I be more better than Mobanabasu, or ye Spain, or a bibina than a bow. In Mamma may be even no court, baby to say till Ukraine, Yanya, Brazil for. I present even now no way to 5 years a day. Brazilian. You know, MSN so Brazilian. MSN no left back no. On here Brazilian. You will take more to Brazilian no bomb. Oko Portugal, mighty Portugal crana. You will give 10. Say,
and I say even more than 5.
I had the when your mother say.
Adam Kwarasi or whatever. Then he invested with him. I mean, I would do a monk mono. If player never no Obama's national team now, it's because probably.
Or my investing with them.
That is what I'm saying. People to do the thing they want to do with their national team because of lack of proper investment in terms of financing. That is all. Because our crowd was 17 to my mano. Sana manamana na said, Mintias Yentino, Maminya Honaminko. So there be a boy in Nania Bois and Kubu.
Crowley and Fiscal. And show me the only problem I'm a one is or pay the normal farm. And only how by my shoes I'm Crowley. It is a tournament to Omogia. Na omobana mampanyi bo mabasoa ska bi omode be ma akra we gisi bi ana ma me ne papa gina ho
17 years
cause am kra we ntwe ska fan
so mutime gina omode ba mama me ni akola bi anya agen se ka se de investment insurance abom ba ku bi esi 2000 na business ye ntiase mo bi nkola no mo mpene da 2009 be tin that sanse what ekoti zai Corona a woman, Scana, Scana, nya di ma to a certain point.
Scala 10 years be a year.
I don't know, and this young man collect coming no ya again. But the Scana man collani as a go investor no more. You proper things being done. You good idea to say, I knew that the result is supposed to. It's a good idea.
No, my show, me about it. I should be investing for that. You see, or we investing more for that. 2009 no mo ko je na wana e Ghana man be ade no so yen na wana it
no so na do net
and udi problem ma ku di nya okroma e bia fa ba bi me second kwaku one no by investment nya ade bone the tier say after change of government and this government no kwa people government by I don't think say kwaku na sa ankora no kra yi no niam bi ni hihye bi na man panyin yegu a sabi the late president ne ko ye no no mo follow e no na ma outcome no be si no mo so mo nyiska no because komo no ni o mu di ye no ne niam na no ya ama mo na wo se ndu na after 10 years no kwaku na de na shutu be ta gba we no mo kwaje ye no
so photo with previous government and then any is for so come
company asemna
26 no so free abem
asemna kwaku dia be ka no I've decided to listen and I don't want to give
almost
them
spending
I want to give
8 years almost spending
investment
so change of government investment is government
Professor Ivan Satamos okoye
not buying this 8 years
my dear not but last time no issue about only players didn't go. And only body and if you are not one never. They never even blame bank now. Satan no crap when you did any other. No, they can't. Your problem say, oh, Pias is open so bini, Ocean the power, and I say bini, or Johnny Free what they want, fashion book monfa. And issues be blam and person about so me, I've
almost say, sir, 8 years, neighbor, Muno. Profit now there was so I know so much no went here. And a Mexican engine. And as for Sona, Sabine refused not to pay. Abaya for Fraba. They will have to petition Abaya for now. But so they have to get all the simple money back. Yeah, it will take time there. But at least they should be paid.
National issues on my issue. Name I can't see me check. One player is that
Remember now I did
no, oh, see, you did come about. All players said that lad. Yeah, then they count at 17. Yeah, then they count at 20. Yeah, then they count at 23. Yeah, then they car Black Galaxies. Black Stars meaning because one of the heading ever TNU. Only problems are crowd if it's one to come crown a ball and at 17 be kwaku and a park was maybe second ever as only problem crowd we face. Say about me the omoka na change your government bar. Yimpia sanity 2019 yenya na 23 for na ayi are they saying Richmond Gideon Mensah ya Gideon Mensah ayi Osman Buka Yumuwe sam kra na kokobo afcon na nka mo dey qualify for Olympic game no ye ka no na ebia ma me second koku say sam kra we afcon na bi na man ko for this kana wo and I don't want to talk about my issues bebre o e kroma na ban ne dia de ma wa masa o pa age wa de na enye say ba unya eri bi na NDC government ya wa ba ne say dia mo panyi aba na mo twere mo nsem ne kokona na wo yi bibia fa ho no o mo po mo pushi ori the day no mo we ni we na no bo bana kwaku ye wo national team ya no mo repetition kwa kodan aban no but ana 17 mi o mo de o mo ka o mo ntwe because so boss aka no ntwe o di so sika izi I said 2030. Yeah. Hey, serious. Mami do that. You come out of your musica. Boys, no bullies the moment. Sarcasm on the moment. This in the bimu you saw on there. Okay, do this sarcasm now or the moment. No one sister we barber. Why you? That was your problem. Whatever you can. I don't say no for now. Everybody the declare issue. This same for the captain issue. So I wouldn't know so we create group ma captain. Captain Guinness on bomb pay me kakra na dia de dem say ni na sisi. Say me di komo mu di me no go. How many day you need your problem? This is the place back. Say the damn fight am mo. Global. Why so sometimes global why so di ela de bia oho say no. They this investment don't find your pieces here. Oh, they Obi almost if you cry one player make that comment they say oh that's guy we know and you skip the alpha by 2 way you win that all make that comment say oh that's guy win by yet you hear pa your that team your local players be man ball no need say baby o meet my about call do man boy this is what you say for say yeah fine players and you pra Caleb one no take flavor amonga oh oduna bidina kambe bono one solid guy. ABOU Kwanza was one fine. Play Kunya ko. Iru ni ade ade ni zaba ABOU was all retired temper. And on that ABOU ko figure pa. Huh? Sometimes Kruma asem. Abi e bo pay so a e ko tournament o bo penalties too class na. Dey so ya pass any intimate cup no. And nko me kwaku dem am fa college you will legend be afraid do that kwa on fa college no any obetche me da you will legend be afraid do that kwa omo ana omo wo kakra de ni wi no omo yes all legends na omo according to history omo de film no niema omo kan no achiri si no it get to a point me nim the legend do that kwa na bush go but so o catch any money be say e mo bi try so bobo also treatment to so no one yeah he says John Dramani Mama e from where say settle sa issues no we engineer say ya na e gba afon final we ni mo nsem e work na football na de baba be fa ba mu see de ba e fa for no dia bro e say ngophobia she that dome national team they say powerhouse so they be sabi go me ntina they be I keep saying say see we engineer okobana one season na ya de wade Ojina be kwa investment a wakwe wade. They should woji usika wi no wan investment na da atwo mo chire o. E wa be di unsem na wa business manager. Yes, can fan to be. Sometimes say comfort na se no mo cafe scanner boys ne ba. E kai wo. That's can dollars na free wa ne ba na ya free no. Yeah. That no ka yeah. No ka have go. That 5,000 Ghana. $1,000 we back then must have a job. But me 5,000 meji o. Yo, but who am I? Ghana issues near Kandi or my rebel. Sometimes, I who, about guys in the commitment in the area. Those guys, and was all money with Terry Money, and appear money, my case in within the track is your favorite fan, Kuma.
Yeah.
And they are coming.
Yeah. I think the one that he played against
you called 2010 on yes
Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia.
And yes, Saudi Arabia no crowd 2010 because on the drawback.
Angola.
No, free to no go.
The only time I ask you can make you say boys leave here and the most aside
buy and fancy can change them. You're on your own say
they deserve everything.
But who wants to be cigar? Yeah. So because oh, you can find some no be saying. But say one say usika.
And the one will
come go one was said.
I
have a cigar on Van Tuamati.
Oh, David, now maybe I'm in your cigar.
And how we must treat players, especially legend of our game, the Yana. Why I said he keep playing.
Mesopark, Ukrainian, you know. TV, a man force no so mafia blasters. Sometimes they want the holders to ransom. We do something for them before they perform, and then we do anything.
This, you know, 50s, you know,
50s, you almost sacrifice you.
Almost sacrificial winner.
Almost committee. Almost sacrifice you.
Yeah. A common pay or to see baby. Yeah. Or those days, you almost sacrifice you. Now, example, a Bombay club like Kotoko, or say my sacrifice or Republicans who decided to no more Kobobo or Pandu. After Pandu, no, or better back to Kotoko. And on the Kunyasa Quenchiana or the free. Those days, you know, they be seen there or more friendly as a can of ringers.
Yeah.
Moon Bob watching ring of your river. As it day now, a bars here, the Babaya call UK a quack already a the neighbor. Sarah and Ghana airport on Unya baby engineer. Or Uncle Food himself, Wakunya or the Aswa Strajan and Aswa or one or said that the ambulance and only daily different. But a banana is a sacrifice or more Baba Contoka. A Calvinama World Cup crania intimate could be or I used to do all pepper, they actually reverend. Oh, come near me now.
What can I say?
No, but come near me.
And some will go up more minutes to send up a casa.
But coming area, reverence is a maybe play a name Bobo. Kotoku sign him a pay on a first person I'm a conenance. Now I check in the name of the Edison. Your mono Kotoko no Buru baby who said it is Amadu.
No, make a reverend.
Funny, Ma, young vampire,
the 2 games now, yeah, but Newcastle lead 2-0 first half away against Unes and Galena. Quarterback of them FK so A lead 1-0 first half against FC Copenhagen. So they share a phone in once again. I mention Kushia Mohammed, America, Philadelphia. Boga, can never see it in the Union.
But the more premium watcher, you ever saw about Nadia Cartwas, the Amamu. Be already we. I mean, sure, be Yaramasi.